Nana Kwabena Bobie Ansah. Berema be meti gara furukube puntimpuna si sokode. No wakanchira katabin say you what you kensen. Kwabena keja guma mni yanko.
Waba tele Accra FM. Yeah, your mommy.
Accra, oh yalo. Accra, oh yalo.
Accra FM 100.5.
Oh, with Nana Bobie Ansah on the Citizen Show. Stay with Nana Bobie Ansah. All the politics you can know on Accra FM 100.5. Tune to the Citizen Show with Nana Bobie Ansah. Yeah.
Nana Kwabena Bobie Ansah. Berema be meti gara furukube puntimpuna si sokode. No wakanchira katabin say you what you kensen. Kwabena keja guma mni yanko.
Oh, with Nana Bobie Ansah on the Citizen Show. Stay with Nana Bobie Ansah. All the politics you can know on Accra FM 100.5. Tune to the Citizen Show with Nana Bobie Ansah. Yeah.
The country where I come from, the truth is irony. Just like animal farm, justice mean inequity. So who go say the truth? Who go say the truth? Christian cancer, silence. Islamic leaders, silence. Kings and queens, silence. Traditional leaders, silence. So who go say the truth?
Truth for justice.
We are the workers of comfort the call. Now by area, why no better? We are the workers of comfort the call. One guy's out here, why no better? Who go say the truth?
Truth for justice.
Who go say the truth?
Truth for justice.
Oh, he need to know see what I see so. Now your friend and I ain't come out. Only papi obeka na sembia. So I won't bet you two. Everybody was afraid. And when Tina to my cottage again, once my board dumping one another. But who go tell the truth? Nanai or say me. Nanso bien person become one because everybody is afraid. Anya safwe muayini. Who could draw for you na dalima? And who go say the truth?
Truth for justice.
Obiaja konson so to grow your man set to me be a cacobrafo. If when you know it, if when you know it. Now so could down so be your back or why no keke. I feel for the man more piafo if no cross on my moon. Anya safwe muayini. I could draw for you na dalima. Who go say the truth?
Truth for justice.
Abaya di bote chino. Yedi bi bebo nyande bi. Tachi sa udi oma opipi numa. Would your mind never shine my friend for some? But who go tell the truth?
Truth for justice.
TUC, silence. Even journalists, silence. So then who go say the truth?
Truth for justice.
Right is right, wrong is wrong. No matter how you justify.
Truth for justice.
You say you wanna get rid of corruption. Someone want to help you. Now the person become your target.
Truth for justice.
Jobless, no they mean senseless. Poverty, no they mean useless. One day, then go resist.
Truth for justice.
All right, live on Accra 100.5 Citizen Show Wednesday afternoon. Mamunina ha mamu akwaba. Baby I want to make bia na wi. Yasai anemo ehia quick one. You be kwa ye juma with Nest. And as usual for quite a long time, you tell of our Ochenka Achekakra. And was I any Asia Ewahabu. And I think Nest gradually and a your friend say citizen show your friend ayogofa. So anytime you mention this you hear citizen show, anytime you mention citizen show you understand away. Ajakwaba
Nana
Boko de
me pacho radio do be ho ye pa.
Mpacho kaja tumai.
Na me das di kan no ye betie for yesre a network for societal transformation ye twanity afra ye Nest ada bia mote ye ho asem na wie nso wasugusu a wotie e bia na enne eni de di kan a o te dwumedie ho asem a ye dwumeku a dwuma ye dia ne se ye kyerɛkyerɛ enwuma bi a onipa bia emfa ho ne sɛ de otie enwuma ye kyerɛkyerɛ ne ye no onipa bi etimi ye bi ema na ye nyame adom emfie dunum nie ena ya kyerɛkyerɛ enwuma onipa bia betimi aye bi ebra ohia skakɛsie bia abra ohia machines bia abra ohia se empu obenya store bi ansana wahyase dwumedi aye mfaso aye hyira amanipa bebre wo mai mu eye anabosomi bia eyi da krusi ho eye empowerment workshop kyerɛkyerɛ enwuma onipa bia betimi aye bi aka adwuma oye ho enne no baabi ewiase ebobɔkɔ no ye hyeda anya dwuma baako adwuma bi a oye no wonya enwuma bi ka ho a eye na eboa ewa kwan bebre eso na me bosomi a yewure mu yi no training program a yebɛyɛ no on Saturday 13th May. Saturday 13th May. Me kan ye pa Saturday a ebe na watche next week Saturday 13th May. Ye de sada na si ho a ye de air skills training business and empowerment workshop. Ye be kyerɛkyerɛ enwuma bi a onipa bi abetimi aye bi abra ohia skakɛsie bia abra ohia machines bia yesre sɛ utie me awie na ebia oyɛ adwuma opɛfofra ka de oyɛ ho a fa ho hyɛ program yi mu bi ɛbɛkɔ so Accra ya National Theatre ɛwɔ Accra ya ɛna program yi ɛbɛkɔ so ɛyɛ next week Saturday date no ɛyɛ 13th May yɛbɛhyɛ dwumadi ase anapa 8 o'clock ansana meka program yi ho asɛm no ebia na oteka mu kra na otie me di kan fa number me de to de kransa ɛyɛ network for societal transformation a bosumi bia yɛde da krusi ho ɛkyerɛkyerɛ nnwuma a onipa bia betimi ayɛ bie no yɛ ho asɛm ɛna mepakyɛw wasugusu a wotie mepakyɛw fa number me de to de ɛyɛ 0244 47 40 93 0244 47 40 93 0244 47 40 93 training program ya de enakakra aboho dawuro na eba so on Saturday 13th May Saturday ediesi ho a ye be kyerɛkyerɛ enwume ya mede beto doi eye practical training program a ebekɔ so ɛwɔ National Theatre ɛwɔ Accra here National Theatre de nyira kwan kra baabi a uti bia ofo Accra Central car na usi Novotel National Theatre ɛwɔ hɔ a ana impo ofo Accra Central car na usi Tema Station a ofa fikyire ho bisa bofra kra sɛ open National Theatre obɛkyerɛw program yi yɛbɛkyerɛkyerɛ enwume ya mede beto doi usunyesua na sebe wamfa anya dwuma obetimi aye ne fie enye ne nyina na ya na etisika sebe eto na bonten etimi boa busua eboa oman entiri manso ebetwa eso aba dwumadie yi ye be kyerɛkyerɛ kwane a ye fa so prepare liquid soap eye dwuma liquid soap ye be kyerɛkyerɛ kwane ye fa so ye no eye practical training program. Yɛbɛkyerɛ shampoo, hair conditioner, setting lotion, styling gel, after wash, Izal, Parazone, enyuma we nyina enje bre enu nti na ye kyerɛkyerɛ sɛdeɛ yɛyɛ no sɛdeɛ adwuma bi a obi yɛ no obetimi ayɛ aka ho ebi mpa omfa nyɛ wadwuma obesuasua obetimi ayɛ ne fie ama nabo abusua yɛbɛkyerɛ kwane yɛfa so prepare yogurt, fluffy ice cream, cola drink, malt, communion wine, pizza. Enyuma we nyina enje bre enema simple a ye kyerɛkyerɛ kwan a yɛfa so yɛ no on Saturday 13th May ewo National Theatre ewo Accra here. Soya kebab yɛbɛkyerɛ sɛdeɛ prepare no, meat pie, cake, ring donuts yɛbɛkyerɛ kwan a yɛfa so yɛ no a training program abosumi bi ayɛyɛ na May program yi no enyuma we na yɛbɛkyerɛkyerɛ sɛdeɛ yɛyɛ no ebiem yɛbɛsan akyerɛkyerɛ kwane yɛfa so edua mushrooms, snails, kwane yɛfa so yɛn enwa, kwane yɛfa so yɛn catfish, any tilapia, mekyerɛ adwene, any tilapia. Yɛsrɛ enyuma yɛkyerɛkyerɛ ne yɛ no enje bre menim sɛ ebia na onti programming ho asɛm da ɛno nti bibi kɔso wadwenem ubisa ho sempi sɛ yɛbɛda ne usua ne me nyina dakoro. Yɛsrɛ enyuma yɛkyerɛ no yɛ no enema simple a enje bre enu nti na ye kyerɛkyerɛ kwane a ye fa so ɛyɛ no. Ye bɛkyerɛ kwane ye fa so prepare honey, organic fertilizer, organic weedicide, bar soap ye di senior main so ye bɛkyerɛ sɛdeɛ yɛyɛ no ɛwɔ National Theatre training program yi ase on Saturday 13th May. Alata samina gel, emulsion paint, washing powder ye di senior main ye bɛkyerɛ ne ye bɛkyerɛ kwane ye fa so prepare bread, tracking device, biodigester, stain remover, the chat for kra eye Dettol. Enyume ya yɛde ato dwa yi we mu ene yɛbɛkyerɛ ne ye on next week Saturday on the 13th May ɛwɔ National Theatre. Program yi bɛhyɛ ase anapa 8 o'clock. Yɛsrɛ ɛyɛ Network for Societal Transformation a yɛkyerɛkyerɛ nsa no adwuma bosome biara no. May training program no we nom ena yɛbɛkyerɛ ne ye. Menim sɛ ebia na onti program yi ho asɛm da entu bisa sɛ registration for enyuma yɛkyerɛ ne ye nyinaa no ɛyɛ sɛn enyuma yɛkyerɛ ne ye enje bre ɛno nti ɛna yɛkyerɛkyerɛ we no mu nyinaa sɛ de betimi aboa enipa a ɛde wɔn ho bɛhyɛm. Registration for nneɛma yɛkyerɛ ne ye no sɛ de abribia tie no bibia nsesaeɛ ɛda so ayɛ 250 Ghana cedis 250 Ghana cedis. Siketwie bia nka ho biem. Yenye mobile money so in advance. Program no eba so next week Saturday. Shasi ne save on the 13th May. Next week Saturday. Oba program yase ewo National Theatre na odosikaba abe register ewo dwumedie no ase hwa. Ye best start program yi anapa 8 o'clock. Registration na ye 250 cedis no. Emri bi etwem na nke beka se 2.5. Enon kwani siketwie wom bibia nka ho biem. Esan se erefie wo ho nti ye kyerɛkyerɛ nyume nyina wi a ensan ye ya hyeda ye videos a ya twea to pen drive so a ye becha me nipa eba program na se nyina video no a wo pen drive so no ye nton me pacho sign fa number ne biem eye 0244 47 40 93 0244 47 4093 0244 47 4093. Video never pen drives no pacho yenton a free. Ne nyina hye 250 cedis registration a o ba o de beba no emu. Ya sanswa ye hu books a ye tintim procedures e kwane e fa so ye enyuma we nyina wom book no so me pacho yenton a free. Ne nyina hye 250 cedis registration a o ba o de beba no emu. Eye ho participation certificates a ye tintim kwane e fa so ye enyuma we nyina. Participation certificate no so yesre yenton a free. Ne nyina hye 250 cedis registration a o ba program yase a o de beba no emu. Me pacho a network for societal transformation a eye na ye kyerɛkyerɛ nsa no adwuma no ye ho asɛm na otie. Program no eba so next week Saturday on the 13th May. yɛbɛyɛ no wɔ National Theatre. Yɛbɛhyɛ ase anɔpa 8 o'clock. Registration for nnwuma a yɛkyerɛ no yei ɛyɛ liquid soap, shampoo, conditioner, setting lotion, styling gel, after wash, Izal, Parazone, yogurt, fluffy ice cream, cola drink, malt, communion wine, pizza, soya kebab, meat pie, cake, ring donuts, mushrooms, snails, kwanefasuye enwa, catfish ni tilapia, honey, organic fertilizer, organic weedicide, bar soup, alata samana gel, emulsion paint, washing powder, banana bread, tracking device, biodigester, stain remover, and Dettol. Ni nyina ho registration ɛyɛ 250. Yɛsrɛ pen drive no yɛntɔn. Oba na do sikaba abetua ɛwɔ program no ase hɔ a yɛbɛ start anapa 8 o'clock. Yɛbɛkyerɛ baabi a obenya raw materials ni nyina bi atɔ. Sɛdeɛ dwumadie na chi no obi pɛ sɛ ɔde na dwuma wakɔpɛ bi na ɔde ahyɛ na dwuma ase fɛfɛɛfɛ. Empo ɛkwan yɛ fa so register dwuma aban mu yɛbɛkyerɛkyerɛ na enim sɛ program yi ɛmrɛ wiye no ɛbɛyɛ mfa so ama nipa a ɛde wɔn ho bɛhyɛ mu nyinaa. Woyɛ adwuma na apɛ wofra ka deɛ woyɛ ho abrɛ bi. Wakɔ pension na yɛsrɛ opɛ adwuma bi yɛ abrɛ bi. Sɛbe woyɛ housewife mepakyɛ brɛ bi. Ɛmfa ho ne sɛdeɛ woteɛ ebia no apɛ adwuma kyɛ. Bibi nti onye bi nya yɛ abrɛ bi. Wowɔ nnua bi wo adamfo bi wapɛ adwuma onye bi nya ahyɛ ne nkran. Ɔmmra National Theatre on the 13th May. Omesuasua nneɛma bi na ɛbɛyɛ mfasoɔ. Megye mu ama na nei mepakyɛ sign fa number ne biem. Ɛyɛ 0244 47 40 93 0244 47 40 93 0244 47 40 93. Yɛbɛhɛ mu anim on the 13th May ɛwɔ National Theatre. Na me pacho over that say.
Of all, we are yes, 13th May, right? Now just a moment that we now treat this one. I was in 52 Fache. All right, so that's it live on our crowd 100.5 Citizen Show Wednesday afternoon. We are back, and that's how we do it. From Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays. Yeah, we are here. There you go.
Oh, with Nana, Bobie, Ansah on the Citizen Show. Stay with Nana, Bobie, Ansah. All the politics you can know on Accra FM 100.5. Tune to the Citizen Show with Nana, Bobie, Ansah. Yeah, yeah.
What mabe? Aborna wum lahabal nyasum. Asibir dalet. Kurga yo point ne pregele. Nana Kwabena Bobie Ansah muni nyatin ban yabga ka borna yi wum ya to nyasem ko twe kane ban la akum nana Bobie Ansah ka bugum lahabal suma tingban yabga nana Bobie Ansah muni nyatin ban yabga o twe kane o twe kan yarama o twe ne bjelba atia nyanwu nyanyu twe ba o nyelo ma bia nana Bobie Ansah tingban yabga nyu inkuku ya kabang adibiara durafu ya wofre na fu na nso ya asase durafu ya wofre ne siw adenti efisa asase ne panyin opanyin ne hina opanyin ne Kwabena Bobie Ansah sasere kukuku da bi ochi mekwan loading kampro obebare bia na na wabebare daily graphic ne daily guide memunsam asai magana fu eje na kurum muntie eje ntetireki onam so adoto nsura akorokraw gana fu se ubeshi akwache wo kwanchen no bema achenchen ache wo kwanchen de ene ankako awrukwa chakra chenchen no ma ne yechen achenchen na se poto ni be poto kasa mafia na efi potofi nti gana fu nti Bobie se obi abo ma wabo ni bi mu watu Bobie na obi so obesan abo bia boni bi na dan obobia gana fu beti amanye sempa Bobie wona gana fu nanti ubiribiri wona won nanti umprempren mo nanti ubiribiri nanti umprempren
Any ya mwakwa ba so magana. And meju omoso ma fi omo pa.
O program no ya na e won croford do.
Ye? Sa? Oh, any omo fan cheme.
O be ba me ntufo.
Yo, omo fan cheme. All right, so that's it. Me share video be and now Martina obedi video be free almost say from Kenya, but anyway, your Facebook page or my joining and my may acknowledge you on my presence. Kennedy Ankra is here. Thank you, Kennedy. Mercy Uche is here. Thank you, Mercy. Any day, anytime. You have been with us from the evenings, to the afternoon. And we have Pedro Medina, Olufemi, Alabama, Medase. More joining Hajia PH, Ashiye 50 signboard. Medase Bebre, say, what joining, and said there be a mekano. One more joining on your social media platforms. They don't do so not because they don't have anything to do with their money, their data, their time, but simply because omo person omo buana yechichire omai yenintin na ema omo ebua na omo so eba so, and omo mba ye page say ebia ensemo a ekos no omo nti omo nim, they can't analyze it on their own. They can. But then, omuni nyina kabom esua de na omoso de omadwen cheba. Somebody like Jennifer Boache, Citizen Show No Size, and one abumsa Rabna Ade Blankson, Kat Kofi Boachi Adam Seth Jr. or Techiman Kwame Ba or Kaswa Romeo Zico or Beirut, and Ajara Abubakari. Abu Aro, and so I say, Dodo na sometimes bones about name no crana I flip because so that's it. George Atia, Hamza Abdullah Samu or Canada, another lawyer fighter. Evans Barfo to his here Kofi Obin, and Obiti say friends say Madam Janet Akoli or my crano, yes, always. Nedi renge trim Samson Hamza Abdullah. Okay, so Jangma Theophilus do Abu Dhabi, sorry, Aminu Isaka Fantiakwa South, Abu Latif Awudu Tamale. All right, so Tamale for Yadamase patch. As I just say, my heart Boko for also Yadamase. Kuntum Krunko Iron City Kaswa. We have Abdul Rashid Sawadogo, another loyal listener and viewer on Facebook. Any day, anytime, come rain or shine, he is with us. Emmanuel Hammond, and so I join our page. So thank you, Ima. And then you have John Geze, Dustin Jojo Brown, Emmanuel Tawia, Techiman, Cletus, or Laura for Yadamasibebre. So, yes, we appreciate your effort, we appreciate your support and everything. But then, I don't know, social media handlers, if everything is well with our internet and I can go on with whatever I want to do. I don't know if everything is okay with us. Can I go on? Can I go on? Can I go on? Okay, so Obi sending me a video be from Kenya, and I say a trendy. I don't know whether they were making mockery of Ghana, or I don't know whether they are trying to take a cue from what is happening in Ghana. I can't really tell, but my person was also share. My person also share, right? Okay, so watch this from Kenya. They were having.
When you start seeing a government struggling with paying salaries, Eric, as you mentioned, you've seen some of the government's people on television talking about the balance between debt and salaries. When you start seeing a government struggling with paying salaries, Eric, as you mentioned, you've seen some of the government's people on television talking about the balance between debt and salaries. What are the priorities? We are teetering on what is called debt default. And I think Kenyans need to understand what that means to our lives. Ghana recently, December, went through a modicum of debt default. They could not meet their debt obligations. So what did Ghana do? They went to the IMF And the IMF told them, before we look at you dealing with your debts, the sovereign in your country must understand and feel the pain first. Yes, it is. So Ghana calls in their bonds and says, now if you have a bond of 10,000 shillings, you now take it at a discounted rate of 30%. So it shaves off
people who had lent it domestically.
Yes,
basically
it shaves off 3,000 shillings and says 7,000 is yours. Now this 3,000, come back for it in 3 years. The next 3 years is 0% interest, but in 3 years you come, we give you 3%. But it didn't stop there. They went to bank accounts because the threat of banks collapsing is huge. So they come to your bank account. They raid your current account. They do the same thing. Here they will raid your M-Pesa and do the same thing.
What is raiding and doing the same thing? What does that
It means that if you have a deposit in your M-Pesa of 10,000 shillings, they will take 30%. And you then have 7,000.
So your
if
balance,
you have a current account,
your balance suddenly becomes 7,000.
Becomes 7,000. Who is the sovereign?
It's you, the citizen.
How do you starve off a bank collapse?
You detain the cash.
You detain the cash. And that is coming to this country. That is our best case scenario.
That is our best
best case scenario.
Right, I'm waiting for
But
the
what has it happened? What has happened to Ghana in 4 months? You've had an inflation rate that went from 12% to 45%.
Yeah.
So even whatever money you have left has become half its value on the market.
Right.
All right?
Purchasing power.
The 7,000 that was
halved.
left on M-Pesa is now worth 3,000.
3,000.
Yes.
This is where we are headed. When you start seeing a government struggle the market.
Right.
All right?
Purchasing power.
The 7,000 that was
halved.
left on M-Pesa is now worth 3,000.
3,000.
Yes.
This is where we are headed. When you start seeing a government struggle the market.
Right.
All right?
Purchasing power.
The 7,000 that was
halved.
left on M-Pesa is now worth 3,000.
3,000.
Yes.
This is where we are headed. When you start seeing a
All right. Okay. So sorry. So uko Kenya. Nkoma omudi fire ho ewo Kenya no. They are talking about debt restructuring, and they are talking about what Ghanaians are going through in Ghana here. They are talking about how the government, in an attempt to sustain the economy, the sovereign people of Ghana, ese kakra yebedino, ese abino etete na odeko. This is what is happening to Ghanaians. And me amoye din anye enhweso papa bia. And listening to this video, watching this video obviously tells you that the guys in the studio, friends, Kenya, right? They are just ridiculing us. Thanks to Akufo-Addo Bawumia. And I'm at this my increase fuel, right? To 12 cedis per liter. 12 cedis, 50 something pesos to per liter. And I think last week it was 11 cedis per liter. 11 something, and now 12 cedis. And now, Akufo-Addo, you know, petrol gallon multimitono. Oh, check it for me. Say, you're too full of normal, something normal. Nobody talks about it. Oma first part, no man crofoko krum. Acquire a voice pop. A interview. They go to lorry stations with reporters. They talk to passengers. And obviously it was reduced. It was reduced rather, and I said it was increased. Check for me. $12.65 per liter since Friday, and a date here say. But before Friday, no, not say. Because my house go for out 20 BB. My house go for out 20 BB a bar me phone, so let me check if I still have it here. Okay, also from 13 to 12.64. 13 to 12.64. Patcho difference near say. Patcho difference near say. And me will say obine a one communicator we struggle. Nana Ojua, no, it's not 13.99. Nana Ojua, it's not 13.99. That's not true. They're going for 20, you know. I don't know, baby, I'll talk there. It's not true. It's not true. Goyo 20, 12 something, 12.6 something, 12.64. Yes, yes. Goyo for 20, 12.64. And it's here. Okay, so we are talking about a friend say I want you obi this go for in the Tony page say 12.64 and then the pan baby say offer a year per liter from 2016 per liter no na I am say 4 cities or 3 cities 80 pesos or so. But let's say 4 cities. You pick it from 4 cities, and in 2016, 17, 18, right? 17 to 18, 18, 19, 19, 20, 20, 21, 21, 22, 20, 22, 23. Within 6 years, you are doing a year 12 Ghana cedis, almost 13 cedis per liter. Now, say also why are there? So also what you're known to know why are there will be a money in some amount. And I keep on hearing them talking about, I want to say about me to say Ayika, your friend say, this guy, Madam Fui, Madam Fui, communication that you know your friend say, no, I'm talking about MPP. Ahiyagba metesa ahiyagba eka say not even Jesus and now Muhammad ene betimi enka on betimi a save situation no Ghana ekom no, and we are not talking about whether Jesus or whoever. Enti na Jesus ene president no, enti na Muhammad ene president. When you are coming into power, one can't tell Ghana for say you need Jesus and Muhammad to come and solve it. One can't tell Ghana for say Muhammad will come and solve it. One can't tell Ghana for say your friend say Jesus Christ will come and solve it. So now they are telling us not even Muhammad and I say Jesus and then Kebet me solve it. That is Ahiyagba statement. That is Ahiyagba's statement. Menya sure say Togo, Yesu ni Muhammad ene wo. The other countries now, their economy they are doing well. Their figures now is showing you well. Oko Togo auto eye fuel say. Oko Burkina auto fuel say. Burkina they are still struggling with insurgents. They are struggling with this Islamic jihad attacks. They are struggling with military coups, counter-military coups, leadership crisis. They don't have stable political leadership. Today they are here, tomorrow they are there. even Burkina Otofu say we still go to Burkina Ekofa Eyentos any Jene Eba Ghana. Meanwhile, you are spending millions of cedis. We claim we have spent millions of cedis on your friend say PFJ. So you ask the ordinary Ghanaian, Okwaka Amsu the atem. Where basics? How can you spend such huge amount of money on PFJ? But the fact of the matter is that they have stolen the money. Akufo-Addo ane akoto afri enuma wies kano. When you say Akufo-Addo is a thief, you don't understand, because if say onya kromfo a sika no ayefa Burkina Burkina, they are battling Islamic insurgents. They are battling your friend say political instability. Their military nuclear, they are not stable. Burkina, yes sir, they are able to farm and get produce. Ama ya get the for free ha eko Burkina. Omo ko Burkina. Eko ko fani amaba. Omo ko fani ama tomatoes, jene, edeba. So you ask yourself questions. That what is happening with Ghana? Ghana, they are no Ghana, they are no Ghana no Enti say obi catch us PFJ. You discuss a PFJ mu. You ask the person, na sika no wahefa, aduan no wahefa. And now tonto say uto jena say what tomatoes. And now be sending a video tomatoes too. Say Kwame, it was 10 cedis, right? 10 cedis. Tomatoes 3. So you have 4 kids. You have a husband. Mobile tomatoes, kakra aduane. And you talk about these things, they tell you you are insulting me. You ask them where is the money, you are insulting me. Burkina, last week, omu kumunipa 60, or one village. Burkina for struggle with all this. Yet omu timi ye aduane, ma ye kofa biba. Enti no abusa se wo mo ka se PFJ no na sika no wa he oso didi matem. Is the same Bawumia, the same person leading the charge. Ave de dru baby osinyo onwa. He is not part of this government. The government is separate. And on also was separate government. Yeah, enam kwa muba. You say about me and for no preaching or moon preaching each no. That we should accept it. Say no, no. I mean, they have their own government. You know, a bar, there. Other countries, they are doing well. So what is happening to us? There. Tofu was a saying. And ya Ghana, and ya Akufo-Addo, and Kaminim say, your friend say, few hours for free, a year 4 cedis per letter, no, say bedru a year 13, 14, 15, 16. Now the bat 12 a Yosebo. The same person, the same Akufo-Addo. The same person, the same Akufo-Addo. The same person. The same Bawumia. Now no Jurassic Asharibotwe School Junction, 1 tomato, 2 cities. 2 cities. 1. Yanko baby out. Yanko baby, we are still here. We talk tomato back 2 cities. So it tells you the kind of problem we have. Yoma no the dear terms a drew almost some see there be a yanisa. Homo de yanisa. We yanisa and yet. Hey, Obani. We yanisa and yet. Hey, and yes, I. Okay, so young boy, David Apostle now, Bobie. Many people are opting for tin tomatoes in Kaswa market. Yes, because what mean to a year tomatoes, Papa Noah. Now you are to tin tomatoes. If you are not titiagum, hey, you know, him the Ancolano and them. Ghana need to say, Otia a light bill say, auto light say, now when you say, what you say. Ghana ni was sorry anopa. Me say, or just say, auto light say, Otia water bill say, a Diania some my. If you're near man, keten my. So we have Bawumia as the head of the economic management team. All that he's interested is to become president. And I don't know how this clueless, useless guy will become a president, and I don't know. I don't know how Ghana is going to be like. Somebody, his handlers believe he can only think, but he's not a doer. He can only think, but not a doer. Ebenezer Ben Ellis, so they are telling us this is MPP part 1, so we should wait for MPP part 2. Yes, that is what they are telling us because we are foolish. Jeremiah Winnie says, Commander, I'm disappointed in you. Why keep on using PFG? The people down will not understand. They will make it popular, planting for food and just PF. Yeah, and your PFG. It's PFG. Main canning food. What is the difference? Okay, I see. That's a good idea, though. Abu Dawe says, Commander, trust me, we are dying slowly in our homes. I'm not recommending, but thanks to betting companies, I swear, if not so, the boys would disturb on behalf of Bobie, I bought 1 local tomato for 3 cedis. Say, me yes. 3 cedis. 1 tomato, 3 cedis. 1 tomato, 3 cedis. Ajegano, 1 tomato, 3 cedis. Ministries now. You see, when they started this propaganda, some of us were telling them that look, and you're sustainable. Sometimes you see, sometimes okasa, you see, And no Cassati and penny for. And no the dim penny for them. And sometimes I wish somebody would sit Akufo-Addo down, sit Bawumia down, and ask them questions. That do you have? I mean, I didn't Denny Petri, maybe Damutrim. Somebody should ask Akufo-Addo and Bawumia. I'm sorry. Say, well, she did the attempt. I'm sorry because you don't get it. What for sika? What they call a year planting for food and jobs? What we are sikano? Who are telling you that there is no money, sikabia anywhere, there is no money, sikabia anywhere. You kept on, you insisted that look, you are discanning kwa ye, aduani ni ho. In sota, no aman kwa la kwa chucha, ye pictures. Nso to a no akwa akotwitwa body ba no ama nkoda akotwitwa na mo de abagu social media even aduane a ye bedie kura no Akufo-Addo using this small boy this boy, what is his name, this mini akitoyo or your friend is saying this boy, this guy upon chroma using upon chroma for propaganda ni ama enkwada ya twitwa body pictures ama omo no mo de abegu social media ni atu omo ka 300 Ghana cedis ya taxpayers money oba ema wo mtete kejetia Kotokraba Takrade market and everywhere na omo taxes omo tuatua no ne aside de atua san kwala ne ka no mo de bode ne eniema begu se banchi asai Kwame mon check the last time those their social media boys posted banchi bo and a banchi ayefo and a bode ayefo no mon check we are telling them say so na ato why you sika free Bank of Ghana as budget you are telling us that sikana wuyi ya no na opese wo de ehwe se eye seasonal crop no ebe kwofom eto betwa afedie season ni twam a aduane no kɔ aduane ni hobio a government competing with market women se oba efrin kan akofa niema efri bia drombonso efri bia ebono ene nasefo ode aduane na guka mu aba ya gene lorry fair bo den kakra obenya bia di no na aban no afa eye saa maame no a otua taxes no ni sika e de ama individual wo je kwato eniema no bibra use eye aban ka ye be feel free amount nom de amount busuani no akoto banche ne bode de aba begu ministries na waton say e ho de airfo na wagini sika and now say no bibia ni sabio obi nkan cha me when was the last time I who saw omo kase yanko ministries nkoto bode ne banche when was the last time and we are telling you that this is not sustainable ade na wo ye no enya de papa. It's not sustainable. And yeah, the papa, I'm still Yanuani Abaye. I know just the system is hard. Now it says 2 tubers of cassava. That's 2 fingers of cassava. It's just 10 cedis. Ewa shariboche 10 cedis. Banchi, ufa banchi mi yenu say ya. And they say ministries no away, ministries the other way. And you are Omo wies Canada. When you tell them Akufo-Addo is a criminal, and it's so sad that you wake up and you realize that you have a president who is a criminal. A criminal running a country like Ghana, a criminal. It's so sad. That when you wake up in the morning and you see the face of your president, you see a criminal. It's so sad. Because you over there near Malamatani, other places are competing. Then within some short period, that policy is over. Now we are buying. What about they say? What about you say? We are telling them that look, this is not sustainable. Tomatoes, you are saying, and one gallon, saying, you have it in abundance. You have good food in your homes. Asanti bedi atronmanyaska omu di dipache. We know them. The sad thing is that some of us we know them. And kolana abanwa atiti radio no sunu na they don't know them. To omu popo. They don't know them. But we know them. Some of them we have fed them before. Here they are so we know them. And we know where they are coming from. We know who they are. We know that they had nothing. There is too much stress in the system. And somebody was just talking about your friend say my bet. Inipa ni nya adwuma anye onjane no nkonko pa adwuma kakra nya online ene ye na girls no omo ye didididi meboa omo tonton ye mpaboa ene ade no omo showcase because ene in everywhere you go. So from 20, 21, 22, 23 young girls na ekono, those who have companies, they want to sleep with you before you get job. Everywhere. That is what this government is doing. Namo atwankwala no online ho tax. Meboa enkwala no so mu dwane akọ my bet. Oh no mo atwa wo mo my bet was say the enkwala no be die bia no just 10%. Adaya then justification is say be ya cha to no beba efom. Now the sad thing is that these people wake up in the morning, they call their families in UK and in America, near American lottery amomo, and no more busia for no more di, no more sisa or money or mako. Yane dia mope. Mo bro wa won't mean koye American lottery ni bi no onu ko twa my bet obedi 500 Ghana dia kodi dia ye no pese no ba from. When you tell them these are very foolish people from Akufo to the down, these are very foolish people running a country like Ghana, very foolish people. Sometimes you don't want it this way, but when you think about it, analyze it, you ask yourself, and what energy or minus one? Very foolish people. You enjoy American lottery. Money mo busi afotwa. Mudi. New York cassava is now 20 Ghana cedis for husband and wife, which means what he wants to say is that when you have a husband like maybe oba for now okunu now oba baako kan you need 20 cedis to buy cassava. Banche. Can you imagine 20 cedis for cocoa? 20 cedis. Who are two girls? In the morning, you need 20 cedis to buy cocoa. 20 cedis. Just imagine how much do you take a monthly? Lord fair say. Ubeto light say. Ubeto water say. Basic adian kese Ghana ni utoni ya aduane. 2016 now to cocoa say. 1 cedi 50 pesos. 2016 year 1 cedi 50 pesos with a sugar, right? Odi anfa so aye na rich man kwala me no obi ani 2 cedis, 4 cedis. Round figure 5 cedis for the two. Now you need 20 cedis. A yaw system numu. A yaw aba system, people are pained. People are pained. The number out of fuel say okay, so almost say 13 now, say 12 say
Me de Kwabena me koto kura me so that be say 12.9 something.
12.64.
12.
But I heard say no, I'm say 13.
No, aba em say me ban me share we say no. Shell and a girl me who say ate about 12 point something.
12.64.
Okay.
Now say 13.
Name drew 13 dear, but then number say 12.9
something. And about 6.
Yeah, but me ban me who say
64. So still within 12 column no.
Aye, one was. And Timma say about 11 and I say even 12 for Ankasakura. Me who ni sa.
You see, there is something, and I can't stop talking about it. I feel sad for the ordinary Ghanaian. Yahoo system, there's too much pain, there's too much stress. You see,
because also go through be.
Yes, but unim, there be ayana nanama mekasa asen we say. On my part, on your part, nanama, let's be frank with ourselves. And sometimes let's say, Lord, thank you. Nanama me trust me. Yes, say what says siya. Ebia wo bia.
Obebwa ogifo bi udina baby.
Ogifo bi gina baby. So sometimes me it's not about and ye kura na ye kura mponi o. You understand?
Ye koba. Na de na adwuma say yo tifie.
That is my point. That is my worry. That is my point. That is my point.
It is say me fun ye kura me. It has gotten to a point here. Say me who number be a minimum me phone so am peke. Because nipa ne best with scarcity here. And then Facebook Messenger so Kwabena. Weekend di be pimenura me hwe nkrofo a almost sending me messages.
Me nko okra sisi.
Pay 50 cedis. Pay 50 cedis. Pay 20 cedis ah. Me da ho no ma na dwoa na me raho.
Anra ko wi me no na nam no o say why na is a list to say ana obi ana no say Lady Bia sentence so punch or man 20 cities and 20. Yeah. List all right. I mean that is where my problem is. Nana ma hinu mi enu se ye ministry se ania so touch wood nana ma na bobi am na hia e bia obi ba ku bi
obi be ba Kwabena ubenya jefo
obi let us face fact
ubenya jefo
obi bet me am phone so say ya obehwe so say ya onu obi a obet me afre ne say me yare kra na me pe para 20 cities I swear
onya ebi ni ba bia.
You are telling this person say okoto light 50 cities ain't been taking 4 days. You are telling this person so to light 4 days won't mean survive it while upon Chroma is sleeping in free light on your light bill. On your light bill. On your water bill. Thank you. On your light bill. On your water bill.
Situation you say a woman Kwabena. Ehia for no beto akoso asofa. Ama womu a womu wo bi no so ato akoso adidewo.
Daniel Fifi says, Bobie, please check the prices of padlock. You'll cry. A padlock I bought 18 Ghana cedis back in 2019. Just this morning, I asked for the price of the same padlock, and it's 90 Ghana cedis. From 18 Ghana cedis
to 90
Ghana cedis. That was in 2019. And Bobie, I'm a welder, and I was buying galvanized plate 125 Ghana cedis at plate 125. That is the name of the plate.
Okay.
Not on 140 Ghana cedis, and now he's buying it 450 Ghana cedis, and still is going up.
And
now it's going up. On your welder. Until the year Juma Mauna Nama, Obejo says so increase workmanship and everything, right?
Kwabena me say, here na me can air condition, asem ni TV asem. Kwabena, air condition just 2021,600, and a 4,000 plus, less than 2 years. So yes, 1.5 a hotspot. Man okura no na or the meme or the makwa no atua 3 months, and I'm born dia G2. Me se Kwabena ene a 4,000 plus. Me in 2021 July mu 1,600.
It's sad.
And a more than 4,000.
You see, me sometimes Nana, Yanokrano, Yanam di one come because Obia a come dinner we see.
It's not sure the way name boy at the market. Every day I saw do here.
Go here, Adriano,
back what Adrian is why a bedia some dear Kwabena. Adrian wants some cow. Ghana has a sea and dear. Indomie and Rani Acasa Indomie Cassia 11 cities. Indomie Cassia 3 cities. Indomie Cassia 3 cities. Indomie Kitua was less than now a new 2 cities. But in Indomie Cassia Baku, 11 cities.
You talk about it, they tell you are insulting them.
Oh, and see, only man, I do be a best to say. So we MPP communicator. Na senne, what does so continue radio so TV so? Now about John Mohammed Dean, wouldn't answer. Oh, but John Mohammed Dean said ye. At the time I near Bodo Kwabena, Docru ye see a junction hey, ye buy area, honey about 1 city. Near about 1 city, and near about 4 cities.
You see, the problem is you can't blame them. Omama command the MPP for no. They say impoverish the people and you rule them forever. Omama command the woman. And Oma yes can go. So they call them and tell them, look, me MPP in a frame and I know say ya wade be a Jennifer Queen na call a friend say UTV. Also me beto me page.
Media men share wo mo denti no ba mate say me sra be.
Me beto me page last week.
Display wo pa.
Jennifer Queen, me nua ba na eko. For whatever reason, they changed Jennifer Queen and called a boy in friend say, boy na certain thing no. Exactly.
Okay.
So they called him as a guy in friend say or na enko, and Jennifer was angry.
Because or na minim say wakwa.
Because or no when the bet we try track to my so and mama here can almost say Kwaka asem ni yema obini ya ni asesa sika no wo ye yo and the corner kwaka asem so that you betimi am sika no biadi. So sometimes even their social media boys, I don't blame them. Omo nyina abranka o betimi apa adwuma mo man no omo nyina ya kwase ampafo and they are there. So when they come on social media, they say whatever they want to say.
Jennifer saw your bar.
Oh, yeah.
Oti baby oti no. Shops na same na meti sa area.
And Jennifer only
shops na Kwabena. Shops na ye nyina na ye kwotɔ ade ho no mo no. Obeti na ho no me say be since be 2017 about 2016 eba no. Say na wo kɔ ho no ma shops ni niema boasa.
And Jennifer no onko this antro no.
Because when him the reality.
Exactly. Who can say Jennifer?
When you are bad time, when you are bad. When him the world system not say.
Oh yeah.
The near Merco. It is Jennifer Cocotina one more. Uncle justify the entire work crisis. And now Kufuado amo mine.
It is idea. Yampe the obet me akwa but the point is, but unim say one of communicators did be named Kasai just last week. That also look, Commander. Sometimes, offer radio sukra no a say. Offer omo be record them out now they send it omo then they give you money. Yes sometimes so ma oko social media eko attack obi a so screenshot now they call say the mesmet me ayeni and that is what they are doing to survive. There's only one guy be on friend of Santua Bakwame and what me call a friend say immigration service also say customs so
already
and even that boy I have said on what says or yam pabwa or says or yam pabwa and I really admire him as Antua Bakwame mean she and say that but nipa in the government be a biano we need to protect such people. Yes, if you are young people into you want to antagonize him. No, for him to even get sense say no men trauma mo bim ko wiani sika en fam rem say men ko kase no kwano na me pa adwuma ye na so magi bosom ya katua no at least it's better. And that guy is working but they say no nana the omaye womo edwo ba bedru no kokoka and it's sad also come now I used to buy one bottle of beer for 7 Ghana cedis but now it's 12 Ghana cedis
on tenenum so
beer at least look here Sanya Mariani akadesre but ojumani awakwa adwuma 5:30 or befie oh small sport be and also abrafo unim politicians no they know said that life no enya koshibra abrafo they do it even we are crying on to me my break coffee
na say kwabra omo de bia yo munsu
what you say enti bia adwumani Ghana ni adwumani anwumre o ya drufi o Johnson no so joint bi ejewatra na nka de mu onwunu ba ko bi na ehuro atare
stress free
ehuro atare na no so saa na nkoda etwire mu uncle good evening no just good evening
stress free kakra
what you say na
release bi agu
na man nika be fi but or turn 12 Ghana cities of aka say okay so Katie Johnson says Bobie life is not easy now totally a big lady asked me for just 20 Ghana cities 4 days ago. They also got the money yesterday, mistakenly sent it to the wrong number. Okay, so the Katie person can say, let me send the F 20 cities.
Yeah.
When you be a man, Sadano. Onya be and run also, or sending a
quack.
President says, okay, so now these days we eat only konkonte and okra soup to survive. And don't tell me konkonte is a bad food, Masa. Don't go there. Don't go there.
That's always scar because okra no.
If you know.
And okra and other Kwabena making ye kind of bako 5 2 CDs. And the okra soup no okra do say na ba to.
Why do konkonte ni akokon kwaida?
Konkonte na akokon kwaida me kwa me ni bi da.
Eh konkonte ni akokon nkatkwai.
Nkatekwan ya nkatekwan na wo legum adwene
wo kan se sechireni katekwan
papa bi tinkom ya ho kire ntia na nke didi peche
kemo didi peche but it's sad nana media me seriously I'm very worried especially you say young girls omoda mountain nkrofo varanda mu almost nkrofo no omoda me pacho ma meda on chain
say we rent beso a
they are raping some of them
we rent beso you osu
how
they
are raping these young girls obu wa aduane even pad sanitary pad
easy
sanitary pad and they are not talking about these things.
Easy Kwabena. Easy o. Enya simple say the last time me ka say bebre yisu ti ro. Bebre toilet roll no abobo na egu ho mant ne so a na che say wo yisu ne saa. Because o confess ka 25 Ghana cedis pad no so we obi a wo heavy flow a mant ne kwa na ntimi fa wuntwa. 5 to 7 days ntimi fa wuntwa. Emu so hata. Enti wo yusu ane sa wo sesan wo Kwabena enye easy ba oni bibi eya na me ka say young lady ya wasi so na no Saturday wa me hwe wo fa ase abna nya akọ ene wa yiyi ni emagu ho no mo na me so fa wa ha ka na adwuma di odi ti besi fo no ayere no aye
abna bre
Kwabena hwe oba de David amra Kwabena e bia fa so do benya boyfriend bi but hwe abamu ate se gay ya sa ayi physician assistant for you on better abayu afefefe you obetena ha yi a
obenya obi
wo producer ni abre a chese so wo frɛ no
obenya obi ke ajire bo
so da kwa wo producer de ne ona wo frɛ na wo hwɛ boy yi Kwabena no wo te ha no yi a
kwam wunyi uti nyina se apaso asa
abayu idi otie Kwabena obenu obi but hwe boy na no wote ha say
no way
onye be oni chese any alternative bibia o ade ba ko so kura mehunu se mema na nkasa so mo ntwa mo yanko mema no aboy sika o but oba hye na obema no
wata so den
me stress sika sesi ya menya listo we nuru ha odo apa ma me test of listo se listo mi ho ache mi twa momo obe send mi momo sesi a de aka no bi obe send ya ma me but bia be ma be se be frɛ no
okay you we minimi nuanu mienu minimi nuanu miensa minimi nuanu mienu minimi nuanu ay asasisu uribari bro uribaye mobo
obama na epoku adwa
oh mama G
enti Kwabena sa boys na oye internship oye ne service 6 months 7 months internship ye man 1 city da ofaka okwo ba onante onye sika kro efaka Kwabena baby enkrofo nante eye wo mo service baby enkrofo nante eye internship baby enkrofo nante koba no especially the guys no areho Okwadwuma ya chese with empty stomach no upon with empty stomach. It means I mean when newsroom boys near me cho muska because I bring ya could say what tunu usre na so ye virgin how edema wan kasa but obi ti say paite or ti one many to me eche ni bi
na paite we dey hwe paite hu den we kura why na be hwe den hu kura ma aye na kwano so be tere iska
enti Kwabena boys na hu omo abonte na omo kọ na omo ba ekom
and ya no so say yes adwuma fufuro bi aba yes say de market centers mama fu esi atu agu omo so ye modin
say de say
yes nkola no omo atu agu mu wa no so yes so be kọ no omo to ye friend say yes ye friend drobi black power say de enti nkola 1920 no
na omo di pia mama fu
omo say fa twine fa pian u pia wi a omo 500 bi amount
ye kan ne ye jai bi na ye di bi ase
yes say boys na adwuma omo ya no
na Kwabena kom de no obeye na obede ene fun sukura no social media so
kasi adwuma omo gina mu ano no ntia ja
ukosia liga bass mu social media so de ya
Isaac Adonyo in 2016 na so machine 750 Ghana cedis is now 3,500.
Wow.
3,500.
Wow.
Okay, so Crispo Fufu see John Dramani Mahama is bragging too much and disturbing our ears and he should just keep quiet. Okay, so and that is Crispo. Nassau says, are we living in the country or animal kingdom? The hardship is too much. Now, Sean is here. We have Julie, Belinda, or Bruce says the girls have to start going to all these days. So close, very neat, and use them every month. I used to do that just to save money. Belinda Drew. Okay, so Baron Cancer. So but Nanama, in all this, then one day you're sorry I no pay. I can't bet me the Baumia statement not to my. You're sorry I no pay about Baumia say obey flag bearer. Question we busa me want to say a deba semna Baumia kwa catch I don't know. You see. Question me busa me yes, Alan Chematin is somebody. Alan Chematin has nothing good to offer. Absolutely nothing good to offer, and everybody knows Alan Chematin has nothing to offer. I mean, Obedi. I think say President Kufuor time no. Maybe a Kufuor presidents no protecting no.
Alan.
Yes, that is what I think.
Man Kufuor kodo edu almost sasi kodo banchia. Banchia. Aye kase Kufuor land.
Ono de say sa de no e won ho. Waya ya no aka mu agukrum. Say commanders go fight from mom ko ye
kodo
ahwedifuo sa ono say ono so de dia boni dua o de nenam wiase no.
Kufuor kodo banchi say ye na ye be sport banchi ko ye de ne fa gusia.
I mean ono ala na de. Now so this is Baumia for you. Together we can succeed. Class FM online. Quote, together we can succeed is possible. Baumia tells majority caucus he will run for president. And this is Baumia for you. But unim ahunche we mu nyina no. Question na me busa me want to say e dey na Baumia e ba be ka kire Ghana for say MPP antimi anye 8 years. He as the vice president went me anye for 8 years. Ye man kwan na obeye dey anana ma
Kwabena say dey say ne oni ni special aid for ne yire na bebe kan sa asem we kire you because dey na aka Dr. Baumia
be ka now Magic Cube single no 80 pesos. Okay, so
Magic Cube yeah you say we market ya omo chichire no 3 no 2 cedis but who call anu 3 no 2 cedis you are parking and ni nyina boy den.
Yeah, let's come back to Baumia issue again. So this is Baumia for you. Baumia di we asinyanse nyina ahye ni team. And now Baumia is telling us say no be running for a flag bearer race. And I don't know. I wish Matisse almost say emube diama no. So betimi a win. But I wish Baumia will win a flag bearer race no. Na mintie campaign kra oberane. Say Edia na Kufuor antimi anya opeso ye. That I don't know.
So the question is, the last time we say Joe was say more than almost say MPs no 110 MPs enyina supported Bawumia. Or say Joe was using a kind, was 110 MPs.
Yeah,
Omunyina supported Bawumia. I think say figure more than that.
More than some here 137.
I think 118 was 118 MPs and supported Dr. Bawumia.
Yeah.
So they have message. Kwabena, message. So many message and parliamentarians more representing more constituents with this current economic crisis hardship wa yeti anu ya bro brusui na say wo say economic management team obi ohede vice president no wo so woni solution ne yes wo be finance minister woni solution bia ne I just wo be president na nkrofo sofa na say wo so ye MP na wo support Dr. Bawumia wo MP no unyansa wa hefa ento mo nyina wo message nyina wo message unim dano mi hu obi Twitter Elikem Kotoko ena on say Tanzania mu president wuye enti vice president awaye oba ene take you over na me ya say 2021 to 2023 na o say Tanzania's economy has grown from 69.7 billion US dollars to 85.42 billion US dollars from 2021 to 2023. Tanzania their confidence. Tanzania their Russia-Ukraine wars. Oba Abesia na year president wa Tanzania. Economy ne grow from almost 70 billion to bese 90 billion. Oba Abesia. No vice president said na Dr. Bawumia vice president.
Yeah, they can you see ansu at 3 weeks class and buy ansu at 3 weeks, you say 2 weeks. I said 2 weeks class. I think say a day simple. In your week.
Say I'm for the aba. Say your reserves are can ansu your quadrabre. And no 1 month. Yes, your reserves are and 2 senra and when fast no mu di America parliament. E kwa 750 million US dollars because reserves nasa. It is say na ye loans no ye debtors ye ntua Kwabena ye ntua o
na ye gibigum
ye ntua
eno me wusa menua me senior Franklin Kujo dey abeto Facebook Lord have mercy and I'm so konom Calipo 5 series ena Franklin Kujo mama
team na wote ene omo tie ene wonka hu bi
waka ho ena no
Lord have mercy ne de
menua ye friend say Franklin Kujo or the beto Facebook said the idea about the economy. Now go and say Ejafra. Now say 40 member committee now can that's a ta. When filming po. Now say now can be na until my resource. Ajuma mo here and half one film cry. As my Jones ogume ho.
Because I be respond or be reply ajuma go for the bedin.
Just one film cry say me ni pampo. Franklin dey me na menua. Menua Kofi Bento or your menua. But sometimes we need to say it as it is. Me Kofi Bento you be I admire him. Franklin no. Me Franklin was very good rapport. On him said him saying it here. On you be a made disrespecting that. But sometimes look, a back critical see you say real questions. Let's ask each other. Me ko busa say Franklin. Calipo no you know 40 member committee na ka ho. And now me say dey about to obuei another laws. Lord have mercy. Now me say Calipo no.
O si buei another laws. Lord have mercy.
Calipo no bi. Oh no Calipo no e ka kire am say look. Ade na mo ye no mun jai that ye nyina benya problem. And the problem beba. Mo say no. Then you started talking about who is professional on radio and who is not professional on radio and yes I need journalism. Masa look on my no ko ditch me ani abre car koto amrem.
Atom.
Yeah, ye nyina no ye hu say driver ni no obefa car no wabodam. Ani ade aba ebrobro from kai ko. Na mo jina hey madman, you don't need to take this car. Hey madman, take it easy. Hey madman, take it. I'm any person so stay no. Well, so stay no more. The other name called the say broom. No, we don't do it like that. You are making noise. You are disturbing our ears. You are disturbing our ears. You are disturbing our ears. So, I I've heard on Facebook, Lord have mercy.
But Kwabena, Ocean near Kosu and Yankupon, a former president of Maham or Jane to election 2020. A Yankupon a GJM.
Well, I
Kwabena, a GJM.
I agree with you.
Nanka, JM Palmani. JM, and then ka wo be hu de dan ka bana nka ekoso Ghana.
Yes, but you see, Nanama, the other side, the problem, as I say, you're facing your credibility issues. JM coming in 2020 and there's some credibility bebre or minor. Oh, problem that you're facing now is simple. It is a Obi running Alajide station Yama Bobie said running. Bobie kwaji fuel ewo goyo so the begu plant mo no akwaji sika no ewo eye cashier ho na wadi.
Untwa 6 months.
Enti ekana apile agu ho ave de Bobie di animu ko goyo for so omkwaje eye fuel. Say no. You this guy on kind of credit. Obaji fuel Obana Bobie ba no beka challenge. Oh ya tua bibia na microphone. You see these people no make cancer basa. No sa kwapem time agongo be hunu say okay mama change management. So ya change Bobie na ya dey na na mako. Goyo is ready to deal because na mako dru ye no look ya democracy ya democracy 50 cities mpamcho. Cashier you say was your 10 cities. Okay. 10 cities ain't been for nyina mamo. Yeah, the 5 cities ebe mamo. But we need a commitment to show that we are ready to do business with you. Credibility. Period. From there, Goyo is ready to deal with Accra FM. Okofu ombemao. Then onimso ube tuetia and kakran. So problem ye what our international market. We are seeing his finance minister is a thief, a criminal, and the world is looking at Akufo-Addo Bawumia as a criminals. That they are criminals. That is the problem, and that is why investors withdraw more money from Ghana because they are dealing with criminals. Bawumia is a criminal. Akufo-Addo is a criminal. The finance minister is a thief. They are stealing the nation. Even figures to IMF. They cooked it. Figures to IMF.
They be asen one way.
Yes, they cooked the figures.
The
actual data. And the IMF, they know them. If you say a mind penny for, they know them. They don't have credibility. Omni akoshifo, omni mabraba omobo, omni sko mu we free on my way, they know. So Nanama, John coming in, any John a daily pay. They know say yeah, this come out John. No way. With John, no way. Because they know say yeah, this come out John. You anyama esisi. Say as we speak, we say Akufo-Addo tutu on my way munyina no majare sa. Oma tutu amna de Ghana across yeah motorway. And Oma tutu nchanchai basa ena ensuo to na adane amramra
na motorway adwuma no majai
o majai
contractors ni nyina ajai
obi oma sesa wo ne makọ ayi tashi
tashi nungwa de ni nyina
yes when you go to your friend say
na tamale nsu
tamale forget it Kumasi de omo interchange you know omo putting on hold you know because
se Kwabena dam kan last year say wo mo tina ho no mietutu amena I was on a runabout. Bushum Cassie and Bessie runabout.
Yeah.
Almost statue needs to be for one cast new traffic. But almost try pass us from a runabout. President Akufo-Addo be the people and Guasie. Almost a contractors and no money excavators would a dear great and my begu on Kwabena. As Antimabe Tibia.
Yeah. Omo tutu o mine munyina baby. Omo tutu o man say Ghana baby ya gota omo tutu amna
yeah fine
omo tutu
yeah see hospital
omo tutu baby
your friend says Kwabena hospital here clinics here Akufo-Addo yesu osi abako ya
agenda 111
agenda shortcutting bantman hene ne koye
yeah
na me kan say bantman hene ko gina mu ma otumfo ni speech no ye say me bay enu anyina na social media so say ade enu ntimi nye Elijah da kwa bomode akotwa picture because me pese bi hu bantman hene kan said that was free say oba here wo so ba ba here shortcutting the social media so obi e ka say shortcutting do obetimi anye ba project na nkasa no ntimi nye ene sa project no agenda 111 me refi ba bi kom ni state ti say
Omo ntimi anya hwe. So unfortunately no Alan issue there obi say menka Alan asem menka. Why should I waste time talking about Obi Tisakoto free? Why should I waste my time? Why should I waste my time talking about somebody to say Kennedy Japan? Another useless guy. Ya no nim faso ma ono akura ne busia na no faso ama me. Why should I waste my time? Very useless guy. Another criminal. Kennedy Japan knows that a criminal like Akufo-Addo has become a president. Into an Osbe president. Abonfo sembe na wo man we mu a Akufo-Addo Kennedy Japan kan. Tell me. Tell me ka kwasi ade be na wo Ghana ha criminals Kennedy Japan it's not part. Tell me.
Yeah, I'll be president here.
And then no my research when you listen say about MPP delegates 23% person to about Kennedy Japan. It tells you the state, the state MPP, Unipa your friend MPP ni Najunedru. What about them? Because so catch also MPP ni the first thing you must start looking at the mental stability. How Kennedy Japan? How this riff-raff? How? We don't buy no one for so we are say apart from gangsterism. No one for so what we are say that you should waste your time. And Baumiano as a no nim Ansah kakra no one on here ya jini nyina free ni sem ayaka. And look at Baumia telling us. So nanama me position is say Ewurade nya Baumia adom.
Yes.
Na onwini. Me pese me trust di tie no keke. On the on country at the crop opese no ye no Akufo-Addo aban ma wantimi anye. Yes, I want to know. And how pa odi am on kan no. On country at the papa crop so to aso. Oba na kwaba. So se na ko na dwene. E no magu no. Enti Akufo-Addo ko be se akofa aba. Look at this stupidity.
But sir Dr. Bobie abeka kire ye say ade we na me pese meye e na mantimi anye ntime baba beye. What time because we since we yi uti pa this in another second term you ya we yi uti and am say what time and you know because they say Ghana without IMF intervention Ghana you need solution be
Baumia baba be catch MPP for ama they dia me ha me hono I know the MPP delegates omo mental stability and Baumia doesn't deserve to lead MPP. The MPP that I know, the MPP that ya wo ye wom ewa Asante Mampong. Ya Asante for ya wo ye wo MPP mu no. Ya we ye nim no. Baumia he doesn't deserve it to lead. Baumia I don't think you can even compare Baumia to Felix Ofosu-Kwakye. Trust me, leave Baumia on his own and Onimi Nyansa bia. He can't do anything. Nothing. Leave Baumia on his own. And he's a dead man walking. Baumia, I didn't be any dream. But yes, Sikane Kasa. Alan Noah. Oh, some of us were thinking say Akufo-Addo winning and then he say Alan. It's Alan Anje Akufo-Addo. And Otiko Jaba went to GTV. Okoka said the best thing that has ever happened to her is to reject Akufo-Addo's ambassadorial position appointment. And now Otiko Jaba Ekasa in some bonnebo. And now the image is soaring.
Yeah.
And Otiko Jaba sorry Janso Kasa. She's now a tower. 2016, some of us were pressing him. Don't go and take it. Look at Obitisa Adenimo now with his chest high. Maybe Ofani Adenimo, I told him, don't go closer to this guy. He's a demon. Obesel, don't go closer. Don't do it.
Because Allah obey mu nyina mu wo mu bi na.
You tell them mu now minus say what's me be any. But because they have money and this MPP mu is either they will look at maybe Adenimo And I didn't want one any position room. When I put him now, then I say, what's any way? I was say, a Kufa do quite many year. Are you mad? Then they have people no more to way do much. So, Nanama, this is Baumia. I'll say, Oba.
Sir, Baumia so a difference of Momo Cansan, Alan so grow for car. Sir Alan Bay, a trade minister. No, Nedan so qua. Yamananya she, one in the mua. It's in another first term, Alan, one she. Second term, Yasabo, di one she. And to the ministerial position, no appointment in one. Na eda so and one na eda so say Alan a minister. It is another first term Alan one year. Na now the second term was also appointed one. I didn't now reject it. And now won so sabre no na won so accept ye no Kwabena. Say they say no Alan so crofon so e ka say Alan na position so almost say Alan so sa. Mo ni na mu bi sa. Ono so yama na anya hwe ministry one bibie no hono ma ye ma no ye. Look,
I Baumia. This issue about the sanitary pad, eh?
Okay.
Quick one. You got to about me, I'm not saying here, and it will shock you.
Okay.
And you ask yourself, in the way you just about me, I try my
or by your president.
this guy, I mean.
We will eliminate import duties on sanitary pads to improve health conditions, particularly for girls. It's very important, but what we want to really do is we will eliminate import duties on sanitary pads to improve health conditions, particularly for girls. It's very important, but what we want to really do is to make sure we produce the sanitary pads in Ghana.
That was Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia on 22nd August 2020, making a firm promise that his party will eliminate import tariffs on sanitary pads if re-elected.
22nd August 2020. Unim the entire Bawumia yes now or tricky a man for Moma Tuaba. Because that time that man for Kasa too much about the sanitary pad. Or carry ya mobile monsem we ya Auchi. Any other Echo Tuaba 2020. 3 years now. Almost increasing taxes on it.
Yeah, and that part range from 20 to 20, 20, 22, 25, depending on the brand.
I wonder.
Depending on brand auto. A big cry 30 cities.
Wait, per president Teddy. Wait, didn't want to tell your mama. Wait, so or no, Ebebusa, or no, I also say 700 questions to ask your mama. 800,000 questions, 900,000. And then I'm at home. Sometimes, me seriously, and I've been saying this from what I know from Akufo-Addo and Bawumia. Alan Krade, Yana Alan no on Shisha Ahroba because on Kekan Kwasi Asem. Yeah, Alan no, or no bon or bon, and a wire a atifui and on an amho. Ono de baby a yebesum na ko bia na jim eye ono ne de ya na enya bufu because ono me ka asem a wotu ano emo akoma ye oya though he was part of the government but Alan nka asem a eye okasa at least wo de adwene to ho no waka de be ma wakoma ato yem kakra Bawumia no obeka se that tete no se jimi fo fiu se yin obie na no a asmo beka bia no what look at this person so okobusa your mama question 700 sanitary pad August 2022 2020 and I catch Emma sister beya Emma ebeya in sanitary pad tax mu ye free so
but na
tax no da so who answer the entire da so what's our who kobuso be 700 questions ya gas wajimia utifia no afra ayinum say bobia no didi watem
because 700 questions no say who want answers need solution here who the kobiso obi ayi solve problem ni enko ye niwe
ya hu ne person
na ultimate na say who was 700 questions who kobisa former president here Dr. Bawumia who was solutions no yes solve na enko
me say wo de
ba ene yentimi ntopa do
ba ko pɛ no a o kan say obeyi tax na free so no
ye ne enko
Ansah mayen say oh say ni ni yentimi anyi tax na free so wo say me Ansah o sorry ask me ko bu so obi 700 questions Ansah me gra na yeti hu
no so Diana ana say ni re
wo ka obi ti ba bia o say o didi o matem enti ade we say wunyimi ya abeka wo ade wo ba dwuno nkra o wi ase say Kwame wa be wura fie ha ube wura fie no ba say eya omo mba managers on ba yom say Accra FM be number 1 in 2 months no na agogo so hwe odi oro alaji no ka o hwe odi odden na hwe keke di okay 2 months 2 ba je say no aka no aside the amount 2 months no so ye na confess kan bra ni anya number 1 na over ma onye na dwo
ene ube dwane
o say agogo nye oje o buy o ka say
o enu obe dwane Kwabena
Dabi o buy o ka say
say wo be share bo
say na ka
say almost 6 months wo be transform me Accra FM class FM
ba ku bi kura na ni coat tin tie bi no no wo sa
ai no hihye yi no ayi
ni coat ni
oh mi re fini din akwa yi
kwatin
star boy kwatin ya akramo atwe na tu akramo
yese ka agogo ro ni coat
eh oba yese obedware ni mama eto yese no was special coffee awonom eno ono so kwa de hyeda ma ne budget
Dabi o
eti say ye do oman ya she president Akufo-Addo Ansah resources bibia wom ye ma yenko
o se we ko so bi 700 questions
o sa ko bi sa gongo 700 questions wa bodam
no oba o chu ko tu for ti o found o to forward so no yo dey boya we say alaji o just say oba o ka say okay
o shia kwa na ni buafu
do am trikura paya free ase bi dey say me support no
no nyaadwe
no listen to Bobie
Kwabena
what say taxes no sanitary pad that was in August 2020 ya to aba wie enfie miensanie won solve sa problem
tuan ye tum
o wie ya what say your mama pa omra na busa 700 questions how
the questions ni bien say last week me who say almost say Baumia said John Mahama entre the policy one policy ya me who bibisa one policy NDC under NDC no vice president to president no one mo de buy one policy John Mahama entre one policy because one betimi aka bebre de nabco buy one the free senior high school aba former president Jonah Jacob Kufuor the capitation grant buy what the school feeding buy what the health insurance buy youth employment in so buy you know it is so your mama mentre one policy kra one mo NDC one mo de aba
na more
no questions ni bi
o one more dam na se wadwini enye shisha ene cocaine na motiti ho enomo a woka sika Ghana gas nkwa puba de ba Ghana ye busa ba omia se kire ye ade ba ko pa o si ade wei ma Ghana o mine sika na enum sika ko se san kwasia policies na de ba wi sika ko fada ko na de ba wi sika sa na de ko u ba wi sika sa na de ko wale wo ma mi wu ye ya nyire ye ho anka electricity kura nkwa ntumi antwi bi anko se sika no twitwa wi o so de ye de obi antumi hu ube o the policy no be num o mine sika sa mu de be wi sika and this policy biom de be bia na epuska bra o mine no T3 no esi wono unim sika de bra Ghana jamna 3 no esi wono unim sika de bra Ghana Akufo-Addo ma hwe sika wo manya free ho
omo property
hwe sika wo manya free ho unim sika Ghana gas de bra Ghana ena no akomia at Metro TV say Ghana gas is better than a free SHS.
Okay.
Yes, akomia at Metro TV. He said it. Unim sika san enyema we deba.
Enti senyemu ne netema ha bo no ne ayi magu ayi a ene magu habo a enkasa expansion takorade no ne tema no enkasa na nken anso o kanti no me fi no Kwabena ye fi ni say e ka questions no ho
wait oh
on share one policy pe Your mama and share one policy.
What did now Kwaba Abeguru no actually group person I didn't know.
And then for 9 months won't try. Would free senior high school aba free senior high school no and crofo manual say but we ebinum kofie March ending on bebe school that be say June mu ase da be omo ko 3 months enti eno ne policy a wo de aba ye mo ye nsam nkyerɛw ene honorable Ajima menu ese ayi health insurance in adwuma so say wo betina se Kwabena wo betwetwe no one introduce policies na say ne ka wo betimi ayi bebre wo betimi ayi policies bebre we be implemented but the sustainability
me say mame say wo trans ya board trim say enne me nim yiri bedi abenkwai ade eden
anya den
kwase bia betimi aye
oh bia betimi aye
kwase bia betimi aye
yes
we are talking them say ye chichire wo man say ade we aye ye no ye de ya ade we yesi wo aviation sase mo betwari nyina ato adi mo yonko de aviation lines eye ejapade ma oman eye esiwo no na utoni mutoni wi na mo da ne bi private e de ama magdan ono so de na busuafo e de ye adwuma edi ade akwa amenkruma esi ba wo mi awenti
CD capsules. My body say.
What body empress?
CD ointment. And also
what brand new CD empress?
Mo say what pay immune booster pa. Say do ni pakwa no be we adwuma said yes sir. Simple. Copy CD capsules. Enyaruwa mo bo rough. Ye nim so anante ana wa adwuma kakra bi no abra ye so week bia.
Enya me how pa no.
Enya what CD capsules nkan. Wo ya so mde copy bia. Wo house wo twa.
Ena CD ointment.
Eya tatahwe adawbanya ho no ko CD Herbal Center ya wo ye CD ointment ni CD capsules no e wo la shibi Shalom Sport ya e Beni 19 Junction na ko tie se general body pains nya ko todwe eye no ya na e ko na poso honam ya CD ointment enti few days shim e ko ya wonum di CD capsules shim e ko wonum CD capsules no na wo di CD ointment so e massage
na menya ni nyina bi wo he
pharmacies chemical and herbal shops dudwa for 050 5767 425 and 0209-682836. A pay for a battle one more manu for an kwada when if you do me nunca. FDA, I shall say a dreading crowd to my jatum say.
Asempebia ba. Upesika akostati ejumabi. Ohia bosia atre odwadiemu. Woye government and private worker onye sika dia te hot bi so. Woye busumi ejuma onye scantem pa bi so. Any na quick credit be ma obosia mo chia ni kakra. A collateral free loan na susu savings account open ni deposit BRNim. De hiane se wo ye Ghana ni na wo Ghana card. Se wanye dwuma afi we mu de kodia na wa na upeo excuse BRNim. For quick credit it was 0302-200-390 and na 0596-920-833. Number for BRA Frewa enye quick credit. Shannon so say quick credit and man loan ewo internet so. Enti shena obiara andada. Bank of Ghana am momu dwede ho kwan na kai se nhyehyɛ da ho.
Quick credit. Lending made simple.
Your police in your draw, Imbusaba Mesa Amama Huaden.
Refuse to grow, any offense will be count.
And what day immune system or Yankopon, and you're ready for Gadmusa Moya Hubano, and Nasa Wunum Imbusaba Mesa, a Peja immune system, Nabribia, Yarientimu. Sasa dear, a month for the one, the Imbusaba Mesa, doing what dance yes, and Yarua who ran Nipa and Yina Etimi Banaso, and in Yarua Cassian Kaya Wutini D and a whole car. No, Yamwas. Showing no, a boy who buy every home. And now pa, one dada, no monum doctor and Rono, and num imbusaba mesanoa, and mama who are deep in tea. Ya woman timpose, Yaria Ashomo, imbusaba mesa, and walk Kashi, and you may move bia your toe in row, and to form fresh 0246 20 8496. FDA, I should say, Jadian Cratch, what Jatumu say,
Mira, not then
na ufre juma ba ya se waye bosanse. E di asemwa.
Bineshi ma fo kwa na ekwo wo mo animu. Bosia kura mi pedia me de abobra so a. Minya bi.
NS3 Eclipse Collateral Management for Abamaye. Waye prime brokerage service. Na no se de etie nie. So we japade na wo ho nkrata. Wotumi de nkrata ne beja Eclipse Collateral Management. Na so bi so we japade ebia na ne nkrata no animu ano. Na ope bosia. Ye de wo nkrata ne yensi echi ba ma nipa no eje bosia. Etua ehon fa so ma wo nkrata ne ye wo de ni di free.
Hey, nese woni akura ntue.
Oh, emane how cry. Esanse wono so we japade a wo de ba yenti no. Eno na bank de beton. Wabra won ko de ne ho kra.
Na chesa me nkrata da dem no. Ebetumi ama menya sika. Wabra me japade no ehon nka.
Sapepepe. Ubehu Eclipse Collateral Management. Ewa Denta Pantai Junction. At Denta New Site Wa 0543-832466. Eclipse Collateral Management. Think safety and decent income.
Eya na enwanwa se ebinu mutimi kase omunhia ododa odokan sa wobra wo mame odo a esum ebuo enunti yeyi mebu sumi ediesi hono a yede kan ye mame no so ye biological mother or stepmother grandmother wives sisters and say o bosses esum ubunti no eni wonso wo mame enunti Mother's Day 2023 Sunday May 14th Class Media Group at the Enna Pachadie a gift to mom Jumedie Ebreo Nia Wobayan say Wobe 300 words title it hashtag a gift to mom Accra FM. Send the call WhatsApp number 0558-734552 to a letter come a wonderful mother. Nature send ya or some na Mother's Day mu. Children say what don't know. Say and semono ede na etaku memua. We be win special dinner. No no mame. Akodidi na manum na majiweni akaho. And na pachedie a gift to mom. Oh mame ya chedi eti mebu sumi mano achedia esum ebo
Wabatele Accra FM their mommy.
The country where I come from, the truth is unironic. Just like I'm a farm, justice means integrity. So
who will say the truth?
Who go say the truth? Christian council, silence. Islamic leaders, silence. Kings and queens, silence. Traditional leaders, silence. So who go say the truth?
Truth for justice.
We are the workers of confused call. Now by area, why no better? We are the workers of confused call. One guy's out here, why no better? Who go say the truth?
Truth for justice.
Who go say the truth?
Truth for justice.
Oh, he need to know see what's a so. Now your friend on a nine come out. Only papi obeka na sembia. So I won't bet you everybody was afraid. And when Tina to my cottage again, once my board dumping one and that, but who go tell the truth? Nanai or say a man, Nanso bien person become one because everybody is afraid. Ansah fue muayini. Who could drop on you dalema? And who go say the truth?
Truth for justice.
Obiaja konson so to grow your mansa to maybe a cacobrafo. If I know it, if when you know it. Naso could let her down so be your back or why no keke. I feel for the money more pia for the cross on my moon. Hanya safwe muaini. Aku kutro for nina danima. Who go say the truth?
Truth for justice.
Abaya di bote chino. Yedi bi bebo nyande bi. Kachisa would your mouth pipinuma. Would your mind never shine my frafonsa? But who go tell the truth?
Truth for justice.
TUC, silence. Even journalists, silence. Oh, then who go say the truth?
Truth for justice.
Right is right. Wrong is wrong. No matter how you justify.
Truth for justice.
You say you wanna get rid of corruption. Someone want to help you. Now the person become your target.
Truth for justice.
Jobless no they mean senseless. Poverty no they mean useless. One day them go resist.
Truth for justice.
All right, so Eugene, you got here Bishop Duncan Williamson this cathedral. Nanama initially, by and I think Nanama Ghana for and Honorable Kujetua Blakwa
Asipa.
Na Yambona
Somebody was asking me the other day, why are you so passionate about this national cathedral? And I look at them, and it was a believer asking me. And I said to them, I've been here for a while. Never have I seen any president, save or unsaved, who can.
Sometimes, anybody be argument be on Tiasi, Nanama. Why mrase bedwani na okofasima ode betu dwa e wo bedwam woso okofa onfa mrewo na wo koka efiri se wo na wano ate ya wani ate ya wo de waben mete se radio stations ni bi and oba on the onfa mansantwerefo o mansan
na munkosi ahye ne enko negotiate
ase me kura de menti ase
na so omo so passport
kobi
wo mo wo plane tickets ka mo kura de mu benya ne fo akọ wo so munkobi e
kobi
national cathedral no say kura de yi right information bill ho eti mu so montwere nko na monkwa request for information
ne kwajibi
na kwajibi
ena a black wa dale no 1 man 1000 I'm sorry 1 man 55,000 hey na metie wa mo sa na say asem be kura mponi
na we so no so ayen krofo adadwen
na na se badwani ukofa ba na enye sa na ye no na mse ye ne sai ye ne sai anya na boy bi wo multimedia pe na didi na tem no hey me na makofa me story one na tell story na angles na say was there be fabra na me nkonkoka enti wo wonye sabe okujetu ohuru nanum kosuru ntino na de abrawo se brabejika oba your story be ye behwe ni angles reverend kusibuaten ni hunwom later ebeka ho asem na de asie na wo twen ko
na wo twen
ko no ba reverend we de wa hwe anka ho asem apia de ebeba nyo de ebeba nya wi ase be say enti
okuja wa pass am obi fufuro
enti okuja to amfa ma wo munti no na no pe wo mani abre wo mo sa na mseseme ablakwa ko first story bia na so wonim no de ma media bi ni bia be kwa kwotete no ton kwa mu ho ade bo ma pon bo ni ma dwane me ai eni pa ya adwuma say and you see
But adwuma no so wo ye pa.
Abra kwa ye adwuma na me na bro so.
Se kwa adwuma no watimi aya to kwa kopia mu USA.
Me se abra kwa ye adwuma na me na bro so.
Ayi Carly sama wo se ho ni picture no kura wo twa kwa onya man ni wo mu no.
Wa wie.
They were otimi gina ho no mu twa picture na ho. Sa Carly no timi epie mu no kura na ye me
wa. Me se wa ye adwuma ni nyina wie. And I think NDC for year primaries are. So almost said that a bodja no more bonabas because say MPBA a year or committee be also. Pick and a candle too is working.
Oh yes.
A candle. A candle
health or yeah juma pa.
Me nimgrophobia. And for Bessia okuja to DT abontin. So I'm gonna get some information. No,
game pie.
Check. Oh no, and game pie. We know them. And Kasa, where I send this said that a bodja. Na omo ebo on. When you do that, Emma and Kofonia akukodro and in CSA, they will do the same thing. MPP sika enyo hwe omutimi chebi 10,000 20,000 no aje 10,000 20,000 ya me buso say into one for answer anka gabi sika e de be pa na be wi ase say ku far diska gu bag mu obi hun na ni kam gra na won ni ase ayeko na ni magina moja by force e de ba asam moja sika we Bonin sika we udi ahon to na wo gidi wo de yadai ene agina kese mu omo nche omo sika kese so ama
sa
10 20
business yi nyina
oh
minim se mu yo
mu ya ga so omo je ba kwa nko omo beko bio asi akwaji bio so omo kese na okwa awa ma bio things kan keten miska ku faru de cham kra mato abono ono ko ofere kura so be chemiska ofere
honorable Samoku je to abra kwanyame no ye bo abaso ate na utimi twa mana wo mo ji sika no
se okuja to se binya ibia na se dam dem amatutu bi prum yi you don't
obey expose you
you don't take
obey expose you
of the door of the
obey ye pie yes wa manu wa ye hu pa o ye hu
they say okuja to crowd dey on share mask enso so hu ade yes eni anasi abrew yes abremu nyira ya abremu ade wo kate wanimu wan kate wanimu adwuma kro na weti yaye die ya abremu okuja to na mo obi akọ akotiti afiri so die nwa hunahuna ya saa kwa kuba ku se hunahuna ode abehunahuna ya kroma pa wo ye bad papa saa kwa no wonyetu. Okay, so you go to Duncan Williams on this cathedral and listen to Duncan Williams before these issues listen to the confidence how they can this cathedral.
Why are you so passionate about this national cathedral? And I look at them, and it was a believer asking me. And I said to them, I've been here for a while. Never have I seen any president, save or unsaved, who came into office and said, I want to build a national cathedral to the name of the Lord. And hear me. At least it is one thing he cannot will it to his kids or his immediate family. At least there's something somebody is determined to do for the benefit of the name of the Lord and for the benefit of others and humanity and not for himself. And you know the people fighting it? Not other religions, but it's us Christians. It's us Christians fighting it. And some of you are fighting it because it's not your party and your president that is building it, so you must oppose it. And some of you love your political parties and more loyal to your political parties than you are to the Bible and the cause of Christ. That is where we are. The Muslims have built a national mosque, and nobody has complained about it. But a national cathedral where there will be first of its kind, Bible museums with the different characters in the Bible being showcased, where children, family, people will travel from far and near to pay and come and look. And it shall stand for God and country as a memorial. Will oppose it. Who is giving to it? Who is financing it? Where is the money coming from? As if somebody have asked you for your money. And will oppose it. Even when we don't understand it, we won't ask the question. We criticize it. We fight everything. At this convention, there is a singer coming. I've heard of him. I've never seen him before. And a Muslim friend of mine said to one of my daughters in the church, ask Papa if he's interested to have this singer. So I Googled him. The guy is good. And I said, how much will he charge? And they mentioned some serious figures in dollars. And I said, I haven't budgeted for that. So I don't know if I can do it. And this guy told the sister in my church, who's one of my spiritual advisors, he said, tell Papa not to worry.
Wow. You see Duncan Williams? Oh, Duncan Williams.
Na National Mosque. Ghana President Benesi National Mosque.
And sometimes when they speak, and I wonder, sir, a Islamic mosque nesiano.
They see a honomo. Kanda honomo.
Turkey president.
Okay.
And I support the Islamic community. And almost. So in the first place, Duncan Williams don't even understand anything on TBBS. It's either he doesn't understand or he's a liar. Then you hear people shouting, anointing! Gosh! Speak! Hey! 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 As someone in the panel cano, on taking the time, say, as someone in the panel cano, let him just think about it. Me the first day, me tie sanity, even before Kujeto Revelations, I was with the view like, nobody is talking. Me a Methodist ni. I'm a Christian.
Me a Pentecost ni.
Because I don't need it. Me a fear. Yeah, me who any other religion or order.
Okay.
Yes, I've been to Hinduism for 6 years. I was with Hindu for a reason. But I believe in Christ. Me for the past almost 20 years, me in class already. I won't go.
Okay.
No, I won't go. I won't go because I feel scammed. Yeah, I feel scammed. And utie openiwe ya or say a man for any abre because a be a normal party and normal president. And mini Akugan and Franchise, I was just talking to Akugan. Unim, they are blackmailing both political parties. The church is blackmailing them. Oh yeah, me catch them sorry ma omon tuaba ma. I was just talking to Akugan. Akugan should forgive me. He knows I have a very good relationship with him, and this kind of things I don't talk about it. But the church is blackmailing. I've seen another side of the church now. They are blackmailing politicians. And they are using politics to destroy the country. They tell the NDC, if you joke, we won't vote for you. They are blackmailing. Yeah? And you see, if they don't take a time will come, people will start supporting the Islamic jihadists to run through. So mama for GDA kofom bebrea. We don't have any option. Because they are blackmailing the system. Many are going to make assassins here. Oh, I want to have a man this. No. The Pentecost is blackmailing people. Duncan Williams is using the church members to blackmail people. Otabel is using his church members blackmailing people. It's a blackmail. It's evil. It's sin. It's sad Rollins is gone and we don't have people with thick skin. Go to Rwanda. Kagame crossing sorry be look, Ghana as ye nyo bi oba sorry so be crossing sorry a ubo domo be tu adi nachi. You'll be shocked. Because the Christians themselves, they are tired. The Christians themselves are tired. They are tired. Because you see, if you have almost about 90% of Christians telling you, say, this cathedral is not good, it should give you a signal that your argument is syncing with them, is synchronizing with them. They are not stupid. And this is Duncan Williams. I've been here for quite a long time. It doesn't matter. Nanama, what matters is, they say, please, can we have, accountability, transparency? Can we look into the system? What is happening? So it's not about emotions. It's not about who is an antichrist. It's not about anything. But because they know that what we are doing is wrong, so they quickly pick the Bible, call the Holy Spirit, just hold his hands, let's go to town and tell them that, look, if you joke, I'll curse you. Julius, come to UK, most of the churches are pubs and bar. It's sad. Me say see I'm to here within the 10 minutes. I'm sad. I'm sad that a politician will wake up thinking about whether Christians will vote for him or not. It's sad. Because the Papa Jina no one money na chidi phone so I'm telling you, I'm telling you, Duncan Williams and those guys are blackmailing NDC. They are blackmailing them. They are doing it. They are using different kinds of weapons. And you see, when you keep quiet, almost ya kwa sheba Bobie achi. All the Pentecost fashion se ne ba omi aye no. Tactics. Sir, your former chairman wo mu bi. Ojina team we ku onu ojina mu bi. Tactics. But you see, yeah, guy near come dey on for Duncan Williams ho. Guy near come dey on for Otabel ho. Unko wiaw bank sika enko di na akola no hye wura mu tu galamse na nani abre no se ne apam na bakro mu a wase wo ka asem. This is Duncan Williams talking about. I don't know whether today Obe preach the same sermon. I don't know. Say before a national cathedral says the ban on best starting no can or mass sermon we sing. But the fact of the matter, they say national mosque ne si one mono. Yan fast state resources, state fund, any see said Kwabena watch me. Na say we also for penny. What you know what man in puntu? What you know what man in cancro? Say national cathedral no kwan yesia. Said the Church of Pentecost kwaje kaswe nwuremu ho. Simple. Enwuremu ho si Millennium City no. E dia be ne si aban ne kwan say obekọ ebia eye fe ne say ama samamu ho no mu baabi. Ana initially na asem obia kan say Fadia no kwa achiri. Yes, na ho kwan develop mra. But baby judges for yeji loan. Yesi former the late President Mills ekoji loan. And I would go see judges mansions. Edema judges. What ko buni nyina egu. And for private properties wo ho. What buni nyina egu. Share state institutions and wo judgment debt. Ni nyina wo bu egu.
na say we yesofo a monka che mo de mo no bia mo de mo party na aba maban na aba monka nyansasem kire nipa na wosi aso da che Nyankopɔn di enmunyam ne say yenye ne sa
and the way wutimi gira aso da mu atotoma ne nkrofo no enkene yi a corruption sikadie sa yaya de japade yewra Duncan Williams say Akufo-Addo enwele ade ne manema what you got or the brony din na register board of trustees or the brony din Duncan Williams at the same way
at times $6 million.
So you are defending
taxpayers'
you are defending something you don't even know. And in Keba say when you are able to go back to your church, now go preach say, oh, Asoroma, Adiana Mbejina kind of Akufo-Addo deceive me. Then we know that you are a genuine person. But when you think we are Kumasi ni, we are MPP ni, and Rollins Abayba Uwum, MPP Abayba Uwum, Wadam for name Mahama, Okwe Bahobe Bompaye, who crossed a Sekai Tintin TV, a sword, a higher gold, a higher diamond, which make you know Arusha.
Oshasa Akwa ya tam. Yeah, say yes, National Cathedral.
What's Sekai Tintin?
Ya kwa register company no USA. Near the Sakwa we or Dahanumi. Akwa we say and yatam $6 million. Now we read it try. Yes, so yes, can you can walk to a 4-bedroom mansion. When you say $6 million,
what's a more?
And you crab 6 months of
Asoroma collection. Would you are Asoroma to taxes? Obia for Scaro de Aqua yard way. You are not telling the person initially. Unim say, share. Unim say, Reverend from Paul Manson. Galam say friends Cathedral no Reverend from Pomaso. Unim say on one edi or champion campaign for Cathedral.
Okay.
The video is there. I won't waste time. Unim say the same Reverend from Pomaso and the leading Crawford Galam say side Cobon Payeno.
Oh, okay.
I can say political party be omode omba omo percent ekoso.
They are hypocrites.
You see, look, we are one day, this country, one day, one fine.
They are hypocrites.
One fine.
And Akwabra unim omu yusu Bible no. Edi temi nipa.
I am telling you, they are black. Missy, I just spoke to Akugan, my brother Akugan, my blood brother. I just spoke to Akugan. Akugan is afraid they will vote against NDC. Akugan.
Because who expose you will be
so it tells you the level.
Say Okobo Danka Williams say you say
don't blame me. I'm telling you, General Mosquito, the secretary of the party, John Mahama himself, they have that fear. Trust me. Weapon. You people, you don't I've stayed with Danka Williams type, so I know what I'm talking about. The blackmail and you say. We are able to say, hey, we are able to say. That is what.
But only Mr. Kwabena, sorry, one Sunday I'm walking out from the church.
Oh, me kokra means
because pastor no, ni preaching is a muna no keka no. Me persist I'm sorry and I'm sorry.
Mahamo because me Saturday.
Because we say some more kind of sabe enkwasi asem. Enya nana. Ewiase no. Ewiye bra na ba. Bible say no okoti. E ho na me person.
So they are blackmailing the people, and even with MPP omo de ye omo. So yeah, unim Baumia be raise some religious political tension bi okroma wo de mbe hu de bisi because omonya loophole now omo use asofo omo use traditionally there's no do omo to galamsey na wi
ti aka asofo
yeah omo use ahemfo do omo to galamsey no omo start ya kan ya hey temi ni yankara somo what you call so asam yanka hey we you dey we da kokumase we da ko chebi Chebi ye to galamsey yase obi mra me twadwan no oyi chemofu swampofu etimi afa kwa mizu no me ofre me amenko ada ya wa hwa chebi for nto abama ndc da be na chebi for to abama ndc enti dia me ofre me Bobie ofre me a me catch us say nye radio so am catch us me catch us chebi won me asantini akola me mura chebi fie ntwadwan me ma na de opeso ye bia no aye Omu you so him for no na him for no say so blackmail NDC. Omu no ehuna omo na omo back it out. Hwɛ unim sɛ omo ehuna omo saa omo wie no mba be use eya asofo.
Okay.
And I say omo de asofo na ehuna omo. Hey, we are be you say. Hey, we are be you say. Hey, we are be you say. Come on. First Duncan Williams and tell him that you are a criminal. You. Thank you.
Anyway.
Tell me, what do you have in hand? I've seen you with documents.
Where Galamsey owns them.
Trejatum.
Where Galamsey owns them.
Marcel Sakwaba.
Yeah, every day I say.
Boko.
Commander of the airwaves. Hey, what's that? Now, challenge. First me, yeah, Bob with this Bob.
Oh,
yes.
Are you a movie? No. I did not teach you. Hey, I teach you on turning like this. No. Then why are not teaching home? Oh, open knee. Simple. I was the first me.
Yeah, first me. Yes, oh yes, striker. Now come Bob Power FM Power TV Bob with this me back the swami who.
Yeah, see ano. Mene ayi for contract abeg you.
I never do that last night. I don't hear mercy. I'm about suspension of that.
You say me to me na kro yin kokra bona aba. Ayaka ngokra bona aba. I mean ayaka. They say me jimi ho ba bia enye.
Na na kufa do aye.
Me koto dwe
nyina.
Eje masa. Yeah, bon kokra, and I think it's sad. It didn't meant to be a manufacturer. All right, so yeah, because speed kakra because more to be a mountain. But my own seminar Tomikra documents be, and I know say he will deal with or say Galamsey issue, so we will allow him. But again, I apologize, and I will strengthen Minya Akugan. No ma shene den say ma omo nsuro sa de no. They should not fear them.
Say den.
Omo said the Christian community in Tuabama NDC if we go after people like Duncan Williams and those who are lying.
Duncan Williams.
That is their fear. Trust me. That is their fear. That is their and I'm sad. I'm very sad and I'm disappointed. I feel like radio, I need to just walk away.
Kwabena unim say
it's sad.
My main point to what okay say I think say 2019 or 2020 I think say Wesley girls Muslim girls no incident in see
yeah
so I don't know say okay say incident now Akrabia and say hijab or say they school is almost money shit. It became a very big issue. And there was it created some religious tension. During that time, no, the leadership of the Christian council, the Catholic bishops, the Christian council, church, like the clergy, a meeting, and one of the things they discussed at that meeting, they say they will never allow Dr. Bawumia, who is a Muslim, to lead this country. And this, as I'm making, anybody who knows about this issue knows what I'm talking about. And it's not because he said, Muslims are same. But incidentally, see, and Dr. Bawumia making some moves to be. Emma, I saw no, they panicked because it was a simple issue between a student and a school and some disciplinary measures. Incident no shouldn't have taken that religious angle it took.
But you see, me problem can say, me Christian any Muslim on Kasa. We are talking about economic issues.
Yes.
What does religion got to do?
Mebaho, you see, and no, that is the danger around Dr. Bawumia. Maybe now we can say one way or the political religious tension about it's a fact. And you see omo ye sade ni wie no omo ye meeting ni wie no some way somehow some of the discussions leaked to the handlers of Dr. Bawumia. After some meeting, no, that Dr. Bawumia started say he is getting more closer to the clergy. It's an watch Pentecost. Or quite so the cross.
Wasa, no, why you be really no. Say, any bodyguards than
Miss and the Ubisa Dr. Bawumia one face for Quran moon. Ubisa no one or Quran Dr. Bawumia as a Muslim.
Has he told you he's a Muslim?
What you say? And now, what didn't want to share? Sorry for all. Sorry, the piano. Sorry,
but I hear so yes, also a Muslim. That's what I've heard. I don't know whether it's true.
It's only Ramadan. We are not the
when Cremonia or Ramadan or the Troda.
No, but I don't know because yes, also on one Muslim.
No, he has admitted publicly he's a Muslim.
Okay, fine.
Where?
That's okay.
Public or no, not necessarily a Muslim.
Where?
Listen to me, or still a Muslim.
Because you come Muslim. I mean, I don't, that's why I say I take religious very seriously. You can't Muslim, our definition. You can't Christian, our definition. You can't software, our definition. You can't Imam, our definition. You cannot say, we am robber. Oh yeah, Malam. No.
Listen.
No, your Christian definition. What qualifies someone
the angle you're coming from
to be labeled as a Muslim?
Yes.
If someone does not qualify, no matter how he describes himself as a Muslim, he does not qualify.
I get you. But you see, Kwabena, the point I'm trying to make is say, so I gave now Dr. Bawumia play no. You should be very, very, very careful. You see, you must stick to your identity. Ghana, we are one of the most civilized nations on the African continent.
Or in the world.
Utu kwanya upe amanya omeni atipa Ghana for you can't be. It is possible for a Muslim to become president in this country.
No problem.
It is absolutely possible.
No problem.
So
ye benya Muslim mi bi a Ghana for be hwe ne suit ne ban so no ma to abama no.
Na your Muslim friends be brave.
Enti say we are Muslim, stick to your identity. But enti say no mebo. Ya fa ne say when him say for you don't say yeah elections are ye candidate for you consider number ethnic considerations, religious considerations and what have you. Nobody is denying the fact that those petty issues also play a role in our elections. Kwabena enti ya fa ne say ye normally say ye a Muslim party be a Muslim candidate, they will never choose a Muslim running mate. What you say? They would like you to choose.
You see, Tommy, may I've witnessed one pattern before, and that is why I say I was talking to my brother, my blood brother Akugan, and a mommy problem. In 2008, when Ghanaians realized that look, baby, kofo, ede or mine any channel enye. Now, President Mills is a Christian. John Mahama was a Christian. Nobody talked about
Muslims. I get you.
Oh, beyond for the near show because Massa, a common dinner
and fun religion. I get it.
And then I'll say, yeah, near Tiabro, so. And it means almost be the Bible blackmail you are. I have a problem.
Exactly. But you see, Dr. Bawumia, they are not more than populism. Oh, they are playing to a certain gallery. But question number one, handlers of Dr. Bawumia, and they say, some more brandishing Dr. Bawumia as a Christian, or be a Muslim. More brandishing as a Christian. Now we can turn on the Christian community. Are you going to choose a Muslim running mate?
They can.
You see,
they can. So, and now what can I say? Me Bobie Ansah, trust me. Say, obi a Muslim. Any panebet me, I'm inflation above from. Metal fuel say. Metal, your friend say, light say. Rent a baba from. Me pacho mabru benya adwumaye me ba school dating is it assured? Your security assured? If the person can do this, me the Muslim are no. So over cry no we are Muslim, party no national chairman you Muslim, ne vice you Muslim, party secretary you Muslim. Me fa ho.
I agree with you.
So we should look at what the person is bringing on board.
That is what we are preaching. Unfortunately, Kwabena, in political parties, no, the reality in political parties, they say a lot of considerations be brief. Party ba power no more appointment. A lot of considerations. We of a region, let's say regional balance, religious balance, ethnic balance. What you say? They consider all these things, and we don't have a problem, Kwabena. What we are against, they say these things becoming a problem or a threat to our democracy. And the quiet Dr. Bawumia Faso a play no, it is definitely going to end in a religious tension. That is the point I'm trying to make. Yeah, because anyway. We are Muslim. Everybody knows anyway, you're a Muslim.
Let's move on. My issue is about that religious blackmailing. That look,
playing to the gallery.
Because Duncan Williams, you can't preach and tell me say adia koso memu one due diligence one steady anya shwe. You just woke up insulting people who disagree, and you don't even know the genesis of the mosque, Islamic mosque. You don't even know, because all the facts are the two or sorry them wrong. What can you say na obi ay enya sofo or a Christian okujeto a black house or you Christo ni mapan.
Yeah.
Nanso so no ont min ka se Christo ntino or share ni muama obi aba bedi o mine bone na wa yin se nyina we apia. It's just, I mean, honorable say. Ubeba wasori dem abeka say, oh, say enema omo de kire wo cathedral no nyina no. Na omo eboa. A Christopher Boafu. So when you call people to blackmail them, yan tuaba mao, and then fahim kosia, and koyesia. The Christian community, why? President Mills and Mahama, no many Christians. 2008, they won our all zongos.
Yeah.
All zongos, they won.
Yeah.
Obi come the Ghana near wonyimi yo ya yante say other countries no ya hwehwe sa na mande to aba ya nyimi yo Ghana near come de no in 2008 o ka say na Islamic communities no mo nim say Atamels
Christian
any ejoma manyina Christians they know, but Ghana no ya bro so and obi anu obeso so sa atantane ne so. Look, we are talking about reality. Say what about moto obi sisa on my sika bank sika ayire whatever you only movie what was said them what the trasako you are not saying anything yet kroma obi akofendro aba apro na ayi asori bi didachi adaya wasi asori dai amaye wonim nipa dodo a wakum wo mo I can sacrifice NDC for some microphone souls. A bad time almost by 100 200 I injured to omo eduboni akum wo mo kwa e wo kroma ye kum omo gu. And we are thinking about how a political party can survive than a church. Na me otabe asori gua me fa ho. Methodist gua me fa ho. Pentecost gua me fa ho. Me asori bi anu ebegu o wiase me fa ho. Ko me awurade amesom no me nkowura asori dem no masom no. Na me Jimmy Kristo agini wu sori ye. Edi agini se Kristo best na ba omia kura agini se Yesu best yaba na me. Ba omia kura se Yesu best yaba na me na me nyini se Yesu best yaba. Wasa e be dia brewe da ba mba have. Yesu akaba.
Ye ni akaba.
Ka Yesu akafra. Ba mama te aso akaba. Okay, now so what Galamsey issue be the mama
yeah, just a few minutes.
There are many issues. Yes, we can deal with the cathedral. Then we can deal with NDC primaries, because if there are some sensitive issues we want to touch on it, fine. We allow. Then you say Galamsey issue. Yeah. I think these three issues are pending right now. So Yanko.
You Commander Medase na menchaiti for ene anopay. Commander unim say Galamsey ntokoya ya kan areho. But sometimes okasa bibria nkofo gidi say oh ebia udin sem no bi den ka ho. And over again ya can say there was never ever a fight against Galamsey. There was never a fight against Galamsey. You know, near a course, Commander, was a calculated ye good day ayete so no one person wo je wo tu omo nko a wo ne omo busuafo na omo koche na ekwan a ombe fa so a ombetimi aye no se ombepe obi a oye credible na omde na sie nimu na atoga na fotrim se enkofo yi oma ba omani abre ombe ko Galamsey na oma fa ekiri no makutu Galamsey no gomboto. And what happened with Frimpong Boateng, Commander, and you no kwane to no, is the same modus operandi no me dey Martina Medu. Obekai, one buy one say we are coming to fight corruption, no court office of the special prosecutor. And no dey Martina Medu den eto ano. Unimpe fe se obebokro no. But because say opese Ghana for Jinudi ehun so mbeye ade ombeye bibi papa no me de Martina Medu bet ebesi ho na Ghana for Martina Medu omde ni si wo wi o mama no kwan anye amana anye na adwuma no mo fa etire no mo bokron no afi reche Martina Medu ebe investigate ejapa na kedofrata sinifie but you offer report no ma na me hwe ma sana wo report na ba one penny one na president so afre Martin na onim say reporter wo ye onfa ma na ye hwem na ye ya no o manje antum yin nyina nim de see and we saw how Martin Medu exited this government is the same tactics on board Professor Frimpong Boateng. One go for Professor Frimpong Boateng by no. Yen name himself Professor Frimpong Boateng is a world-class cardiologist. Apart from that, also an environmentalist. Intino. We didn't see any more Ghana for be JD say wo be ya depa. And didn't see wo mu tu Galamsey no. Na Professor Frimpong Boateng ya na adwese o stop your mono no mane no tokwa. Kwabena adia eye the nail in Professor Frimpong Boateng's coffin. And he said in 2020 Kenoforiata etwere krata the command Frimpong Boateng say
in 2020
in 2020 6th July 2020 Telufrata twere krata the command Professor Frimpong Boateng say judgment be a case be a na a project and this bankers yes on be no project no entimi amaso no mu fra ban mu company on the contract ni man no wanye adwuma bia ekufo do ba ban mu no ono mo ekofre company say bra o adwuma we also on be o entimi anye on okay ti check out tab
na adwuma be
project ni ye it was a project under the Ministry of Environment, Science and Technology. The free company no Apex Pollution Control Limited. Apex Pollution Control Company Limited.
What were they supposed to do?
Maybe I'll find it for you. It's in the letter, so I'll read portions of it for you.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
Now, one more check out the command. Frimpong Boateng, can you this from Ministry of Finance? The command Frimpong Boateng say. Company we na also mo ye adwuma bi na Omo ntimi an ye na ban sesa nti eno ma tena se ya arbitration ya no ma tena se akasa into judgment debt $88 million to ama omo na be ye person ye tua omo oman kasa for watching tua omo so person mutua na because the project na ye under Ministry of Environment, Science and Technology no nti Professor Frimpong Boateng na was of validating payment no.
Okay.
Or then is a payment na say Ansah na omo timi tua ska no. No mo check out command no. Okay. Enti eyini and enti mame kind portion, especially the third paragraph. Or say our records indicate that no request was received from the Ministry of Environment, Science and Technology in respect of the above. In view of that, we will be grateful if the expenditure of $88.247 million is validated and certified by the internal unit of the Ministry of Environment, Science and Technology and this ministry, advised appropriately. Count on your usual cooperation. Not just say, Omuso ma hwebukum. Omo hu say Ministry of Environment ETS kano ama contractor no project no. Inti Frimpong Boateng validate efa ne sanction character ase no mu ntua se kano ma wono. Frimpong Boateng emfi. And I think say based on the response correspondence omo ye no, Frimpong Boateng nya call from after from finance ministry no.
Okay.
Na Frimpong Boateng say ontimi invalidate payment no. And onya another letter from presidency. And this is the response he wrote to the presidency, to the president. Into that president, apart from say okazo ontua can frata call your so ontua no. President so ye den edi na no kotum bi say unvalidated no muntia $88.247 million. Na can frata mun ko cheni. Na te Professor Frimpong Boateng response. I will read from the third paragraph because that's where the most important issue. Or say this is a memo dated 21st July 2020 to Office of the President. Subject: Judgment Debt, Apex Pollution Control Company. Or say it is instructive to note, this is Professor Frimpong Boateng speaking, to note that many NDC ministers, i.e. Shelley Ayiti, Otin Eji, Opon Fusu, and Mahama Yariga, who preceded me at the Ministry of Environment, Science and Technology, could not implement the project, and after the change in December 2016, somebody decided to engage in arbitration, which has now suggested the payment of this judgment debt. So they don't know who went to do the arbitration. I must also report that this project was not in the handing over note given to me when I became the president's representative at the Ministry of Environment, Science and Technology in February 2017. I am therefore not in the position to approve this transaction. I need guidance, Mr. President.
Wow.
This is what Frimpong Boateng wrote to the president. And so because of Frimpong Boateng, they could not pay $88.247 million. And that is where that was the final straw in Frimpong Boateng Adakem.
The one problem.
This was just a few months to 2020 elections. So, tia two abani we na omse akwa we ye be wo kunsa. Sika ba validate sika keke ni nche ni a wo se menye.
Wa abra
adwuma bie ni ho. This from Boateng speaking. Say what share ni books there is no evidence of the project. There is nothing to show, and because of that, he cannot validate the payment. $88 million. So, Kwabena, $88 million. Me the best is mukwa minti modi.
This is serious.
Kano foriata. Wubu kwa kuchesi kanedi. Kwa. And I'm sure that they wanted to use this money for elections. Almost an can no mko for COVID scan. $88 million. And you see, Kwabena, all the documents are here. This is here. Here, a classical definition of create, loot, and share. A classical definition of create, loot, and share. And it's so shameful.
This is so damning, eh?
So shameful. Say company nye adwuma bia. Onye adwuma bia ma obia. Project ne end this important ke project no. Ana fofia nto atọ no mu firi aban mu. Maba enye mpese moto aso a enye project na moto aso. Mo si project na ye nye. But ehun sika ye ne obi ye ne company be akoye kana na aka bom. Aba beji sika na akoche edi ye nye project no so mama.
Okay, so they were to carry out monitoring of vehicle emissions. Subsequently, 2 agreements were signed.
Yeah.
So the first was signed in 2011 and the last was 2014.
2014. Okay.
Car films ne free to.
They were supposed to monitor. Yeah. Oh, to me, project ni plan started. Kwabena, project na started.
AG Krano. HR said there were irregularities with it, and so that's how come they didn't allow for the company
to continue.
That was then in Mohammed's regime.
Then in 2020, Musa Akotenase. Ekoyeka Kanana say, "Yeme Bugana for."
But why are they doing this?
You see, what kind of idea we are?
I don't know more.
Your heart will bleed. Say enti ni papa ti mi tena se pa se o de oman ya mi bu ye de asem san mi konko bu oman no emfa so ye ko ye nya adwuma bia mo de mo fa krata ye ntwere and Kwabena, you see, this is how this government has operated.
No, but the point is, I don't know for Nebusian for Niasa. Why?
$88 million.
Why are they doing that? Why?
What is it going to be a thing? $88 million.
No, Bonibi na ya omana. It's I know say politicians are some way, and men side NDCT, 2 evils, one is lesser from where I sit.
NDC, yes,
exactly. That is where I'm coming.
At least on be an contract be no the big kakra to so no akogye na say we pass when ye dwuma bia no akukru sika ko say
because I num de there me kai bia e na me pa ban bi sa ban bi kura wa Africa ha o my bi.
Oh, Debbie.
I don't know.
$88
million.
$88 million. So just say bibi mpo empusu o mo say.
Come on.
Oh, sika no mpo do so do. Inti wo de anasa company no say bia wo de bi be project no. Na wo de kakra wo so ne ya che wo me de project na emma so ba on be jisika na chedi on be pekotu kon be so jisika and Professor Frimpong Boateng Kwabena was able to stop this transaction. He saved this country $88 million.
But this one is suggesting that they were going to make payment.
Yes, kind of they were going to pay
even after he had denied.
Even after we know, still they were going ahead. They wanted to pay the money
when there was no contract done.
Nothing. They still wanted to pay. Governor, minim say can
criminals, eh?
Boni bi ni ayo mo yanko pacho.
When I am
because it is just unthinkable. Governor, then you have Forestry Commission.
Yeah, you have the last
quickly. Yes. Governor, you have Forestry Commission. What will be to Galam say? Into no legal concessions. Legal concessions. What's to pay om? So you put a ban on all forms of mining activities in Ghana, in 2018. In fact, including the importation of mining equipment and excavators. You stopped everybody. Kwabena, why is it that will be a ban at importation of mining equipment? Would the ban at any form of mining activity? So, now in the same period, we issue 47 mining permits. The Ama company say, we won't call forest reserve. 47 permits. And I have some of the permits here. I have all the 47. I can share it with you. 47 concessions makum permit.
Akufo-Addo government and was say Forestry Commission for and making sure say obia enya concession.
We say all for me Forestry Commission Minerals Commission ain't no form of mining should go on. No form of, in fact that time no Minerals Commission you couldn't even apply for a mining license because when more no legitimate concessions they were stopped from working because Abine say he's trying to reform the system and put measures in place to fight galamsey. Into mukwa na more legitimate concession munya adwumanye. After so you could not apply for, they stopped Minerals Commission from issuing new permits to people. That time now yada now Forestry Commission 47 mining leases and all these leases was for forest reserves. All of them was for forest reserves. 47.
Which companies?
I have some here. Or say this is Forestry Commission dated September 12, 2018. The managing director, Ambit Limited, PO Box CT 7988, Cantonment Accra. Dear sir, entry permit for mineral prospecting, i.e., request for entry permission of the Tano Suhin Forest Reserve. We refer to your letter dated 12 September 2018 and wish to inform you that the Chief Executive has granted entry permit to enable Mineral Commission process your application for mineral exploration in Tano Suhin Forest Reserve in the Seshi Asafo. Sehi also Forest District.
Why not ASU?
Sir John. Offer.
And your time was so.
Me time on so.
Oh, what has out your time so? What time was
so? Companies. I just want.
What time was so? What time was so?
This is for another company.
This
is for another company.
100.5 Citizen Show.
Listo. Kwabena de o ma make kasa. Mami fa manusi.
What time was so?
Mami fa manusi. This is for Transatlantic Logistics. Kwabena. Transatlantic Obia, a company registers as logistics company. Where they acquire mining. Also, your man license say acquire prospecting in the Bone Forest Reserve. Forest Reserve. This one, we so you call ENJ Properties and Trading. A good for them kwa bench na ENJ trading for the two year mining. One also your man say onko indum free Forest Reserve. So I have all 47, all the forest reserves across the country. They gave people entry permit. So munko prospecting for gold. At a time, there was a ban on all forms of mining activities. We are buying. We are buying.
Listen. I have some few videos behind me to me. All right.
Let's go
So quick one. Mame Gwanen ko yeah because the bedding common be a TF4. So baby obi an obi hu ade cry e course bedding common be and we person no share some videos be on Dr. Dofo raises some few issues that I think we need to touch on. Then this also was in Ashanti region, and we need to start talking about some of us they are predicted 95% for John Mahama or a flag bearer ships race in and Dr. Dofo Ekodim Komobi Obia Pen Kabomu may and run a commentary on him major Jumani in Maliso. So Dr. Dofo I will not join anybody whose vision is different from mine.
If you lost, I mean, again, that's a very a probable question. If you lost the elections and John Mahama decided to make you the running mate of the NDC, would you take it up? If you lost, I mean, again, that's a very a probable question. If you lost the elections and John Mahama decided to make you the running mate of the NDC, would you take it up?
I have my vision. He has his vision. Unless we compare the two visions,
They are the same. Otherwise, I would not join somebody whose vision is different from my vision.
If you lost, I mean, again, that's a very a probable question. If you lost the elections and John Mahama decided to make you the running mate of the NDC, would you take it up?
I have my vision. He has his vision. Unless we compare the two visions, they are the same. Otherwise, I would not join somebody whose vision is different from my vision.
If you lost, I mean, again, that's a very a probable question. If you lost the elections and John Mahama decided to make you the running mate of the NDC, would you?
On this matter, no, and American and me run it, or China minute, and I'm a Jacobay Juma. Then, Dr. Dufo, issues about, but yes, started from TV3, so let's give them the credit. On it, TV3, so let's give them the credit. On the issues about John Mahama records, you go to Asamoah, Orado for a kind on a Wakansen Bebre, Afa John Mahama, may few and bought the action, may few and body action. So you go to Asamoah, Dr. Dufo, kind
respond to those who say that your decision to contest John Mahama expresses a vote of no confidence in his ability to run the economy.
I'm not saying so. The records are there. You are given. Look at the records from 2009 to 2016. Don't you have the figures? The figures speak for themselves, not me. Do you understand? I cannot pass a vote of no confidence in him. The figures will speak for themselves.
The figures we know were terrible.
So what are you asking me? The figures were terrible. Then the figures are telling you that there was a failure somewhere. Should I talk about that?
We ran the twin deficits in 2013 after the 2012 elections. We saw inflation spiral. We went through the doomsday period, which obviously may not have been his fault, but he managed to resolve it before going out of power.
I'm talking about the figures on the ground. I'm not talking about his personality. Who was in charge? If you're happy with the figures, then you ask, oh, who was in charge? Oh, he did a good job. If the figures are so bad, who was in charge?
Do you think he did a good job as president?
Look at the figures yourself.
Do you think he did a good job as president?
Look at the figures and speak to the figures.
So I look at the figures and they do not look too impressive.
So why do you ask me that question?
So in your view, did he impress you as president?
Are you happy with the figures yourself?
They don't look good on paper.
So why ask me that question?
Respond to those who say that your decision to contest John Mahama expresses a vote of no confidence in his ability to run the economy.
I'm not saying so. The records are there. You are given.
So anyway, so I said I'm kind of major yama. Then issues about Atamels has excellent performance than John Mahama, and baby anyway John Mahama Atamels opponent. In fact, John Mahama na Atamels afa running mate mienu a ni nyina Nkosiaga Muhammad Mumuni and Matiamidu. John Mahama came on board. And he was able to help President Mills.
The view out there when you talk to the African youth on the street is that we've for long mortgaged our future, to older politicians who have not served as well. The Nigerians will tell you about Buhari. The Ghanaians today will tell you about Nana Akufo-Addo and the fact that he's not. You've seen the latest EIU report, for instance.
No, you see, people should do proper analysis. Professor Mills left office. He died when he was about 69.
Yes, secretary, and sometimes secretary because I know when you do over to people like when you do over to people like your friend is this guy Setofori, right? Obeto Setofori nom around, and John Mahama. So you have two people. Now, Dofo is telling us that Atamel's performance was excellent than John Mahama, and the questioner Eban said John Mahama is different from Atamel's presidency, and John Mahama and taking part in Atamel's presidency, and how come people like Dofo they were accusing John Mahama that Atamel's money BBA, he was the one doing everything. The MPP were even on radio claiming that Mahama is a lucky vice president because Atamel's is not doing anything and John Mahama is doing everything. So now it seems like Dofo per on it wants to tell Ghanaians that John Mahama was in a different political party and Atamel's was in a different political party and they were opponents, and therefore Atamel's performed better than John Mahama, and I don't know which class one person what say same way I say. Let's go and listen to him.
The popular view out there when you talk to the African youth on the street is that we've for long mortgaged our future, to older politicians who have not served as well. The popular view out there when you talk to the African youth on the street is that we've for long mortgaged our future, to older politicians who have not served as well. The Nigerians will tell you about Buhari. The Ghanaians today will tell you about Nana Akufo-Addo and the fact that he's not. You've seen the latest EIU report, for instance.
No, you see, people should do proper analysis. Professor Mills left office. He died when he was about 69. Do you know that? His deputy, vice, was His Excellency John Mahama. He was about 52. 69, 52. Look at the performance of the two people, John Mahama and Professor Mills. It's not age.
What is your verdict
but
then?
Competence and integrity.
What is your verdict then?
My verdict? The figures are there for you to speak on.
You're saying that we should compare John Mahama's 4 years to Atta Mills's 4 years and compare their ages?
You are talking about age. I'm saying that it's not the age that matters in governance and management. With the character and experience. You understand? You may be 90, but you don't have the character and the Bible.
What is your verdict of Nana Akufo-Addo's presidency?
I don't want to judge people. I'm saying that.
No, but you want to be president.
Yes.
And you must be able to speak well.
No, we are all.
You must be able to analyze the performance.
We're not happy about the economy. Who's happy about the performance of the out of now? Nobody's happy. We're not happy. But you're talking about age. It's not because the Ronaldo is old. It's not because he's old. Because Atanos at 69 had excellent performance than the younger president.
Than which younger president?
You know it.
Than John Mahama.
Of course, yes. Than the younger president.
Than which younger president?
You know it.
Than John Mahama.
Of course, yes.
Okay, listen. Say now, say the many man in it.
Why are they?
Ba.
Mamini kampa listo misreo. Mo akoma mrafo. Mo akoma mrafo because
Kwabena oni se me ntimi ne bonent na.
Chewa ni yi na.
Ntimi ne bonent na because I feel say in society I was saying nipa di no krema ne ho kane ansa na wadi no krama sabi adasa ne woman. Kwabena dofo doctor oye mi papa enka mepe sabi o mabusua mu a enka mepe ebi a ade a
obaso no nya fi the same
oh say kumawu ne kwaman ne bekoso ne we dia say bi yenyina ye
yeah say kumawu kwaman mampo afija say
ya yenyina ye bako kwabra ade a mentimi enye ne sesebi nipa onyini na wama ne ho kwan ama bone efra ne sentuma me hu sa nipa na no matter what respect I had for you or I should have for you, I try to treat you like something else. Yeah, I mean per se me describe because sani panoni udini sunsuya da omuntem aye se sebio o udini asene sekan hwete na waye ne ho se o ye twetwetire ya obi anim se we de o ye udini a wo ye nani na when we are more dangerous Kwabena 4 is more dangerous than Owudinia and I say I'm robber B and I say obi a wasi ne boso obebo man Kwabena 4 is more dangerous than Akufo-Addo. Kwabena 4 he is more dangerous than Akufo-Addo. And my first explanation in Kwabena on my way you this insensitivity of a government that not from time of independence, not from even a soldier for Abain. Have we seen a memoir a year full of callousness, so be a wicked, mean, and just aimed at one thing, just to destroy and kill all of us? Having seen such a government like this, Sebi, when you tell me, the thing about Bobie. Ebi kura ni mani pia nyini cheme. Ebi a junior na on cheme. E free said do for share brase. Wa hu aban a wo ye atrimodin aban te se Akufo-Addo aban bi da e wo free say e wo no. Na se sa papa we ti wi ase. Na Professor Mills e wu ko. A nyame uni e ani ni yie. You state say Professor Mills are there with all the credentials. Why are there change on Mahama? You are judging Professor Mills. Edu Akufo-Addo so there you don't judge. Nyakopon wo twa wo ka. Wo ye nimguase ni. You see why sometimes I keep mute over some people like him.
Okay.
You just judged what Professor Mills's government
did.
You judged. You just gave a judgment.
Then
and passed the judgment on even John Mahama.
Even my figures.
And yes, and gave figures and gave age. Professor Mills, we didn't fear say as against John Mahama, no, we didn't fear say. Now Akokrana, when you change John Mahama, no, what perform what change John Mahama.
Send no say.
We no. Send you busa say Akufo don't swear or say I don't judge.
Send no say.
No for.
Send no say.
We nimguasini too much.
Send no say. So take it easy. Dufour is just announcing his presence. He's harmless.
Oh, you see, me, I don't want to believe, say, he has anything. Maybe he wills something that can hurt John Mahama. No. I'm just discussing how wicked a human being like Dufour can be. Very wicked.
You can pass judgment on the late Mills.
Yes. And try to want to allude, say, because you were the finance minister then, you had something called success to choke. Who was your chairman of the economic management team? Oh, and you say when you need to say why do you need to make it straight? What in Ansah? Nipa na ono ye chairman of the economic management team no. Ono no what chane ho. Say what achieve success? Whose policy were you implementing? I mean, when someone is, I don't want to use such words. When you need, me papa na make success, me papa no no. Eka efutu am de be man wo dem no pia bontia e na ka yese me papa na ka junior we ni na hoi e na ka me na me junior e na me papa no wo gu ni ho animu asese ya wabɔ bread dru baabi a wo sɛ bi wo pani fie so afei na wo gabi we ya sukɔnoma we a ne na sɛ jot we ɛna ɔno asɔ wo mu and oyo diodium munko gu Mahama animu ase wo and now to make bibi tia Mahama. Let me tell you why it all happened.
Okay.
Okay. Somewhere after 2010 obetie woyome asemi be ye nsemu a ebe ye anwum wo Ghana ha bi obi e ka aden a yakotwa judgment debt ama owura woyome sabre no esanse na ensem no aye hwanyan no ya payment no so went through no yeah at that time owura Mahama de oya vice president a o feel say Nioma Korof ewo Professor Mills aban mu because ebi a ba ku mienu bi antoto suye sika no so finance ministry na twa wo so na finance minister and in order that ababa kwa kwatire ba bi abada no oba ye no o so di onim de nyina sabi kotena fie na ma o deputy no nya na finance minister Kwabena do force na ti kwa pai na sabi wo nko na Nyankopɔ di nyansa tu trim wo nyansa mponi o we nyansa wo ni trim ni o wo nko na Nyame di nyansa tu trim no se tranchen Kwabena do for wo ye bia ma man a ye se be ma be ye bi wa me ni nyina what time John Mahama from that time till now and look omo ye kabao who be to say kwakwa you do who be to say akoye ono kotena we ho konum tia o se amani biscuit rojo. These are people are no more Professor Mills are buying mu John Mahama se montran chen ye won competent hands ne bebre wo oman ni mu e wo party ni mu yeah adwuma na mo ye no ebinum wo reserve mo musu meye bi na bi me pacho eti John Mahama ministers are no mo ho dada no se John Mahama about 2025 now say now you minister e wo ma buy back onim me fa minister enu ntia wo so fa ne ho tan ade na Akufo do buy one cause Akufo ministers no because omo ye nyasafo pii che ne nkwasiafo ye omo de obubu ban pii obi ti say doctor na ne mame kekan kire national health insurance na de buy metro mass transport na de buy they no omo sorry omo say omo achievements to speak about no it's all from doctor na ne want to fie eti doctor to for nko na utiri no nyansa wo mu abejra sterling performance wo performance ne den and our bank gu ye
that now what I'm going to say with you and Mills you claim say mutimi eye bibi
yes
with you alone with your bank
agu
with you alone even 100 workers, let's say 100 radio workers, you can't pay them.
You can't pay them.
How can you pay about Ghana civil servants here does it?
It's about 600,000.
How can you manage them?
What's my say? Oh, workers can you want to omoka? Oh, me no. I have taken it as though Sabi nipa bia sheda yo mo adwen so mbedi bone na they only had to have someone like him. They thought the four was going to be a force to reckon with. Look, not even John Mahama himself can fight himself. Not he, John Mahama himself, can fight himself. Because we are all spiritual beings, so sometimes if people will take time to analyze themselves, we are spiritual beings. Sometimes you sit and ask yourself, was it me that did this? Did I do it? And then sometimes, hey, and then my papa Bedukobi birthday.
Whoa!
Happy birthday, papa. Na me need dinko I check. And I make a check and say, me sometimes I see a new baby. I'm not able to speak to it, but you see. And obia what na se na wo hwe wo spirit mu a wan kasa wo hwe wo spirit mu a I to say enioma bi kasa kire wo John Mahama ono akra me nya sure so onim ne ho because One tena se musa wo se wo mo a wo ne na di akon wo na bra bom nyina nyame twia wo ka se de nyankopɔ betwa dofo ka 13th no obetwa ne ka papa wan hwe a obesori biem no na eden wama wo ho kwan ama odebonyefo owudini AUSU se fa destroy John Mahama never destroy NDC never destroy Oman say you can't this say your man we need that so no asa you need that so bia wo ba bia yeah you say your Oman we sa apalu obo dam ya on nam asta when na need that so 4 years no about them
say apalu de wa onipa
about them 4 years when na need that so say wo dike yeah what you find bo no apa bo akra wenti manton and o Ghana for need that so ana abosom ayebofra abosom akotra na hwan gum ni why na need that so ono akra ni fie kro ntimi hwe obia ye need that so apart from John Mahama Ghana ni need that so obia biem say enti senya adwen boni na ba ekura trim ekura dofo adwen boni aba ni trim a obeton mu a how on earth hwemfia wadie na sorry a na we mu nam kwanchen ena owo bibi de mawa enkobe ya mampani ko anya wo ya finance minister hwe sika wo ne wo yire ne wo manko amasoa adan a wo do amonko amanya watimi atena wa ye hwehan ton wo dai ba kokura ne nkafa kose bank ni na ka bank na ngu ama amobrofo a modum sika beto bank na enne enbi na charge no muti ha na omusu farm management mama ban awia bank sika edi asa bo ho ka ya go bank nipa na go bank no wasa ma ho kwan ama ni yusu say fa ko sei NDC ne John Mahama. How wicked could a man be? How wicked? Yeah, now what me will be a workers won't mean to workers ka media for I go adwuma ya mutimi kwabra ye nyina ye wa hai sabi na go say me dem ntimi ntwa muka o eso me metime nya sika de akwakoye ahoto project menye sika de akoye ahoto project na ahoto ni fie a sabi ye say penforce ye bodam kro bo free fie ye bodam free fie obi a wantimi ahwe ne weka so wo se me pejeska sasika no maka chemu se enye ni sika MPP for your mu ba mu akufo do na abode pa
ada list is it ada monologue
I just have spoken for 5 minutes
oh we dey 5 minutes list ada pa ho create take be 20 minutes
we 5 we 17
but you see this issue yeah they are trying like yena yeye Kokubeto Nilanti Van der Poy around Mills. Koku can't be more Mills than Nilanti. We know. Some of us we know the beginnings. Koku cannot be more Mills than Setofori. He can be more Mills than Ayarga. These are the guys who were managing the office. Kuku Hill. He can't be more Mills than Valerie, Dr. Valerie Sawyer. Koku can be more Mills than your friend is a Ludwig. Koku cannot be more Mills than the Mahama himself. After Muhammad Mumuni and Matiamidu failing to help Mills become president, it took Mahama image to bring those floating voters, to bring the youth, and NDC campaign phase exercise. 2008.
The new NDC.
Yes, 2008. Name free Hello FM a background fresh. John Mahama first.
After having been chased down.
John Mahama first call. Yeah, me say within 3 days. Now Akufo-Addo aframe na JMS so aframe. But the point ne say so big Trump baby say you have me a penny papa Jan offer yaw
Jan
offer yaw ye nua solo why a national communication officer in power Sami Janfi did in opposition now she Sami Why you on fire? Oh, sorry, hello, Mini Naka. Oh, Mini Naka. Opposition, grabbing fine. Well, what are you to hear? That's what they are all the man what it didn't hear. Something I had a fault. I had a fault. Something you were in government.
Nade, Osi Anunti. No, only one that communication and organizer.
Say no.
The problem is
say no. Then you are claiming, we you on what? No way, Prince Bafo. Prince Bafo.
No, he's never supported Muhammad.
Prince Bafo also eka and your friend is why crab you? Prince Bafo and why? And
Rojo,
Rojo, and Joe was. Eastern region.
Former
chairman. So Joe Wack. So the point is, I have moved with them before. When the issues about whether males and whether blah 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 started, and now today, you rather for catcher say, or no dear awesome party no on Sumunipa. So awesome party now on Sumunipa dia, Obi Obebiano, you should serve the party rather. So you have people around you who claim now they are serving a year Obi interest, but they are not serving the party because one Mills was look. Let me tell you, and me I'll say it. Mills brought me closer more than John Mahama. Now so unim say John Mahama any nipa sabe odeme Emma Mills say me benye. Father down for nante. Entiana, Debbie Amikasa as a way. Mills gave me an interview as a president. John Mama, me need to grow all this while. Oma me interview that. Me interest is a Ghana Bay and I said we be interview John Mama, which is which. And the John Mama me interview to number the name no me trying to pa. Ada ya onya me interest. What Jimmy now about them? That was where me no munya disagreement. That no, the issue is not about personal interest. Ajuma John Mahama ye. Now we share kwasi Ajuma Akufo-Addo ne ayi tikoriko tikroma edia ya. So me pacho enwu here say enkasamre you don't need to worry John Mahama. Allow him. Nanka resources here what dem na mu nyina no enkasamre no nka enka this for kra akosia congress special congress ayi eye on post nanka campaign the demo kasamre ka ni braba hwankwasi wasting of time adaya o say ba yes be a party be the do for mpacho ukọ ayi campaign ukọ ba do am nkrofo
Ono so the dancing crying.
What see dancing crying? I see dancer too. I the duku abo mama sumi fita. Ana one your friend say Osaro Grace for no agum. What is the issue? Do for catch na ye kroma say in 2016 ono onye NDC no a businessman.
Yes. Esa diska come Akufo-Addo no.
Do for kind of plan. I have me President Mills before his death had wanted me to have a business with Dofo. Many Dofo and about Junior Trasi. I mean, the closest person who was
that
aware.
Person will be reduced.
Yes, the closest person, aware of such meetings. It's Akuska, my ex-wife. She was there. We sat down. We had a meeting. Later, na jaman for betisimu. Mimi ni ada jami de kotin tronem konkonsane obisi kantini me yabe.
Ena ni me droto.
Mimi me droto. Me mpenko aseme me kura mi ni droso.
Karishi kenyina ni me.
Mimi ni me ye. Me de mi ntimi ya orenge. Enti mimi hu say hey beba ho ena me de me twa me hu din. But I warned for about that business. When I was moving away, I told them that look, Adewe, it will take you 6 years, but asembeba because basis now more share free no emfa. I know how to build this business. Be careful. Now I walked away quietly. That me call me baby. That time they were telling some of us that they are businessmen. Yes, I saw see now oka say who ye businessman. John Mahama na no onuanom. John Mahama e no onuanom enfo mu sika camera ne party no. Na enye ye. Julius Debra enko on for the stations nya neutral
aye
Julius Zebra de onim nyansa
wo radio si me de neutral
on the ono wa Jimmy Julius Zebra de chese on the chese ono onye nipa. So you do all these things 16 20 yeah I will say this thing when him say you call 2020 Ebusia FM eduru baby na Professor Alabi and I say me ne kasa no mo tueska ama omo we were paying you
campaign Okumasi
Ebusia FM we were paying
eso ya wodia nipa boni ni we ono
Professor Alabi
na be say
me Bobie Ansah me dance ni ore gbavro late me dance ni opuni Dr. Opuni ya dance for
wadakun
dance for sometimes we paid a friend from almost sika say what omonyi sika
they should have disqualified him
money look it got to a point me list over your friend say any other guys you can hotel you soon the whole day because we have spent money we don't know where to go we do ya car how to even move back to Accra because ya the nibrem ya sister medebeka kuchire and me ni list over is a drew kwam na say ni aye ni atoa so me so wa kwa no so na akufo adum the Land Cruiser ya be sound say shim na ya ma so say pram baba do for ya asema e be ka kire no kroma no na ni nye ho
now in the check of it they mean nipa no kura say me bufu more ya boti jade na ndisi nyama
kwasi asem bia nkire
ade na ndisi nyama na ya na me ade abi kiri wo wiase mi enti na ho say am pe elected position me nko election because Kwabena se me kwa ko gina me ya to me so aba mama be organizer se me ba be so Kwabena me se bi party adodo de omo ni omo kasa na wo ya boti nja wo ni omo kasa se party na mo omo no wo ha mo be na de bo obi we search the some pam.
Yeah.
You don't. These are people that sometimes you look at them and you see evil. Now no me ko jina me pure fire bomb empire. Obi a me han obi titi me. Me ko ha ya abo change. Now say say bomb empire.
Yeah, unim say.
Enoch.
Let me say this Ansah Matthias Abem. Minia. Se niema ni bi wo na ye kase ye bie so sesia. Yeah. One of the guys on do for nam. Na atanu se wufufuro. Me wo no aba. Na jo mama moye. Yo mama moye na ya ko elections Okumasi na atanu su ya ko eja. Atanu se nkola ya de ato ye ni. Me wo na kokube ka che se o. Onyam wan free baby ah. I was so disappointed. And me wo na omane buama doctor a friend said Kwabena yensia ne ani nkomo
na say so doc dia aboy dia doc me hu no
na ube hu no
me hu no
the transact na so ba ube hu no
me hu
ana doc in
with all this eloquence
ya try say ana unim odimi ko me ne fie me ne no ana os Bobie we started this journey with you are one of us let's talk as brothers pa. Unim say Saturday na me ni ko bi fiagba because me ko support Solo against my own brother Kobi Fiagbe. Because
Solo
cancer way.
Oh my God.
Now the problem is say when you feel so ya jako ku mu. Ti ani abre me see ya ko election me ni areho sa anyu na da ya kam. Na ti ni suo. Look, Sena Jomahama bua nipa, ne nipa ntimi nka nkyere ne yonku nipa. Jomahama bro.
Abre.
Lordina abre. Ada Dr. Lordina say obi asem no so akyere no. I'm like, really? Wo nipa no a wo ba say ni o kwa gempa. Jomahama na tua school fees. They showed me the receipt. Oba no abeka kyere so Bobie emunye. Nani yadi nani awreho ya jinam awreho
mentinisio edi awreho
ayi Angola security Angola say ye nyina ye na mfofo ti Angola sia mosu no say Kwabena What about them pay and how you pay? I'm saying
and both.
No, she say I'm so how. Masa. What's Kwabena jai di okay oh, so they decided say
yeah, evil.
What said that so good John Muhammad anymore?
Yeah, evil.
Then I started paying attention to the other side of the story. Nina we and say yaw.
Pain.
Pain. Your time. Hate. John Muhammad and she.
Aye.
What time what the pain?
Yes.
Where yam what the pain? Kokane, kokrom na koka. Me can see me and busa so nia. Say na kwaso be pem na yanka say bio. So omo nyina no say me kasa ye me pick woman I can pick them one by one.
Why you say all because now wo ho. Only Professor Mills aye adwuma. Kwabena je Japan after 5 years ko force me to me no nya adwuma bi. Oko obi foforo aba. Franka Jakum obe na adwuma. Now Kwabena Japan say kufo any man nya adwuma wie ndi ene kufo megu na nimu ase ebi ni o.
You can't go around and be telling people.
And the person who has taken charge of that job now, we are more efficient and very, very hardworking than you.
Me pacho, me catch me say, you may have issues with Standogbe. Yen you know for issues where you Koku, obi wo issue on obi a wo issue. Standogbe anye ye kura no. They also in Sakafri Jomama or there are two speakers, their equipment at Jomama Kobe or Kasem. Send out to my Professor Mills. Say microphone send out toy. Oh, the infant, sir. Say your nose and your no cause you. The moment a different me put to be together. Say Bama cook room now so to be the Adriani Befia, you must say Uko Fefri. We're feeding a anima. That's the most important thing. So I was crying at the man. What me hu nyansa de biaba say na wo so sere yi nyansa de ogis kaduro eya emra kodasi yen samampo mu hwe so the point is say enyasa bia John Mahama is saint but se mu de sa atam na atam si ade a change John Mahama ni image 2008 ene bebo aye ma wo ayi papa wo be ye finance minister Matiami Dubai
Debbie Kwabena me busa question bi.
Now way.
Enra me busa question bi. And I'll ask that question. Say Sabra Obi ti say Baumia all your public lectures. Where was the for? Is he not an economist? Some story now Rollins busa the late Madam Fuikwesibochi.
Me person make it. One here sometimes me can do for no man.
But they are on an evil mission. And we have to expose
but Unia, me do for junior there, me support.
No, junior there, Sebi. Say
junior there, me support.
So junior
they're crying about
junior there.
Oh, but that notwithstanding, junior has a contest. Now, yes, junior now for the John Mahama any poster.
But junior. The reason why I support
both sides, you know,
the reason why I support junior is young. We need such vibrant guys in the party.
Yes.
Junior no biaka. Wouldn't mean for aging yet.
And he's a staunch John Mahama boy.
Yeah. Fine. Me Junior
is a staunch John Mahama
boy.
Junior do for. I support him 100%. Baby a Junior Jinebiano. Me Jina. Baby or Papa Jinebiano.
It's evil.
It's evil. Bonnet is simple.
There be no happen with the Kosa and you go.
Yanko.
Commander Boan, but I say, I quench with their mommy. My family voice and car minimalist with their own chia Prophet Bedukobi. And then birthday, Yamano, happy Earth Day. Yamin Kosun Shirano, Yame Emana Pomudin, Omano, Quantintin. Na Oman in dear, na Oman in Yansa Dodo, Dema Solomon, no for be man. Meka wish you see we are, Mia Madame Fobacco, Siba with Nuruddin, Michana area we are, Michia me now for 40 minutes and Mebusian now. Near ye papa, ye nana, o coins mamma, ye can ye ninya. Mininya, just it's the case of the academy. Mininya, just my grandfather. Yeah, papa.
Council, because yeah mude yeah
is man mudo how dey how she be take
yeah ne na cancel ani na
na said the okan no anto yi etochima kakra because okoka say you see communication no enye ade bia edafo okoka say atamils bremu no yeah figures to show say bobom ho modern yes atamils bremu you were the finance minister but minister were the kind who was the leader of the economic team. It was John Mahama. So you cannot talk about the success of President Mills would that president former President Mahama,
because Mahama was the head of the economic management team.
What I say, you cannot say Endura Chelsea to me Arsenal to me share Chelsea Emma Omusu Emma Meniji would that mentioning Ateta what I say, you cannot do that. Bobie, oh Chelsea ana.
Me
Liverpool. You cannot talk about the success of Arsenal yesterday.
Yes.
They cause so and draw. My Chelsea for
against Chelsea.
Against Chelsea. Without mentioning Ateta. And I say, to me, can say, Arsenal ya dear and draw. Say, without mentioning Gabriel Jesus. What I say? It's not one idea.
Unim say.
Yeah, the two are more because
Unim say even as Ateta echo Arsenal. Na achievements are on Guardiola achieve Man City. And now on matches no, they started profiling him. As assistant coach, how he helped Guardiola Man City. We have simple logic.
But and also now the other kind, you see. Sanka Papani who say before becoming a president, a finance minister, some job was done behind the scenes. You may be echo so. I mean, why name say 2008 NDC we know movie you know it had to do with President Mahama and his brother.
A magic wand.
What I say, President Mahama and his brother. You say Ibrahim Mahama. We all saw the cars that came in. Oh, you know. Name be wa asem bi wa okoka yes enzma forward abebuobi menka no nzi na mfam bra twim enzma for yes soa ya andi edwekebo se soa diledwekebo a an edweke ne anye edweke soa ya andi edwekebo se soa diledwekebo a an edweke ne anye edweke ma mfam bra twim ne tie e kire se nipa ena anti asemase na sakaya dia nipa eti asemase a anka asem no ameye asem. What I say? E nipa ena anti asemase. Se nipa eti asemase a anka asem no ameye asem. It no em say
we are sending me message be to buttress what you are saying. Or say a Mills Mahama government and your Mills do for government.
Yes, that is it, Into your and me bano. Because I call same say ye koka say a cast on conform more fairly a boga na magana for you know we talk about Akufado Baumia. We don't talk about Akufado and then Fanny said okay no Foriata. What I say? Ye cast on mino abwa a Yakufado ni Baumia. Or mino President Mills time you cannot mention President Mills without mentioning President John Dramani Mahama. Into the whole idea me feel say bia one Antoye. But they didn't consume you know President Mahama. President Mahama or the line up to her. President Mahama say the air consuming you know or no dear. In Kofor can't same way cast about so the Yamin see him. Into a sen with charity. What I say? So person born a basu nail, won't born a basu. Whatever you will do, he's made it clear. Say Yame and the see him. It's an idea on the 13th of May. And what a be who say asem no aye kan ho asem no e yasem anase enkoye asem itimi de ka kan pese me kan say empesem kire say ne handless omo mudi ye nana echi omo kutakuta nimu se bi okọ baby ebia na wo se peni yesusu de sometimes o kan sem bia e ya refri ni men ketekete bi wo ho What I say until you can't. You can't blame him too much. I mean, age is on his side.
No.
Oh, meba. Separate. O crowd you baby. O crowd person say age class. Sometimes to now all cancer kakra. At least referee baby kakra. Until be a referee they would nipa hon. Until be a referee say, "Tama no your finance minister no. Na Mahama the head of the economic management team in this country called Ghana. In this Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana, Akufo-Addo ne ba omi ani ne Kanu Foriata ababe se no. Ama se see mrantie sorry a omunye adwumanye. Mabawa sorry a sebio eniema fata e no omuni nem. Se see Ghana Kwame Nkrumah ne Kwame Nkrumah Ghana. Ye ko discussion on radio so baby se ne e ka ho asem LGBTQ+++++. Where did this come from? Sanko oman ye wo man penny bi adwe mrantie no ho adwe ye mamba wa akanya enesesi opeso tre se textbook kwa ya de tre ye ma omodi 3 years 4 years 6 years okasum supposed to be LGBTQ opeso tre meme ba se na kopo bo no wan bo ni yie na mo otumi de na adwen exercise no ho say he's trapped in the wrong body. It is only Akufo-Addo by me government ebe my yesa. Wouldn't they tear ene in Kofo Kwampona almost support to MPP and also more MPP no or more MPP wasema they don't talk about Kufo but they talk about Kufo. Ene ude Kufo no Kufo na
yeah.
People who support MPP or more MPP wasem Kwampona they talk about Kufo.
Akufo-Addo they say he's a nuisance.
What I say into no ene whatever it is no the time has come. Say also obi biala Ghana dana koma so obi biala ogidi say yes Ghana we can do it obi biala ogidi say ye kan ho bon say ka say bibi betuma ye we should all come together and say sa aban we na wo ho sisia no ye nyina tumi ye sorry ye tu sa aban we efri so say na okay no and that's only there and one NDC and that's so sisia wa ha no and one NDC apart from NDC Debut. It is a call, but some year call Emma MPP Nancy. MPP Mabawa. Or more Mufisi be almost up. My man can say support BB because a color and answer a flag and answer a see. We should think about our destiny.
More to the point, NPP, any football club.
Yes.
You said Chelsea and answer Arsenal.
Yes.
Say you share Chelsea for your musu. Are they do understand and they won't need but so what buy ba so party ba no destroy and no pay kwana me busa MPP for be say enti ene ye koto petrol we NDC ni abeto petrol differently from an MPP
no you buy the
you
same
buy it as same as me it is a Akufo-Addo abon no oni ba omi o mabumpon no more destroy man na omi ye wicked at us and very insensitive at us enti say support e bi akoto kwana has
yes
so why are you behaving like me support you MPP and your man so say I want my brabo why you behaving like this
unim dia onima dia tome ba dia ba ku bia jomama esua baggage bi unim say sa ECG board so a jomama e dia loteje course no Ghana fan che jomama
never
now unim peace FM force na ya sa de no
yeah
kwam se fa kan no aloteje Jacobs yeah unim me manyina beduru ba bia hu say enipa obua no pa no ono eno beba be hantel matimi
I think you have maybe you are enye nipa abua nipa nibi na enye
dabi unim ye wo mo mutimi bua omo ho dada obi bua no a wonim se de mo asitie they are there ye wo obi wa you pick the person from the ground
from nowhere
so for no we will come and hunt you
yeah. Because who the value of
we say allote baggage PCFM near other stations every day time who probia ECG board now allote Jacobs ECG board allote Jacobs say no allote nka say lose ajoma lose and oka ho he's insulting him left right saying because omo no omo PCFM no those days now they believe say you don't deserve it
and now he feels belong
and say anapay me ko PCFM mkoto no na na message za ko send me no me de kire omo aka
wonu na nye ni
you know koto no PCFM anapay No.
So I think John Mahama is so sad that and some even though for crime small Kenny, me tears Solomon cancer taste be. I've decided not to talk about it. There are so many other things. Kuku tweete now or you say me near can come in him say John Mahama train school fees there. I'll mention and they can come. And the can come should take me on.
Oh yeah, sure.
And they can come to me, you know, baby, and that. Said John Mahama, I also me, nya auction card. And they can come got auction card. And they can come, you see, John Mahama can see so. Now, Ohuni penny be an was the northern insima menyame. Ada John Mahama baby and no, any penny big gunny, they will run.
But Kwabena.
More.
John Mahama and I'm a man who said it. Unsen I say, I maintain first na be a bibia. Unim adia me sua free John Mahama.
Sometimes let it go.
Uhu ntokwa ko a nyame nkubi ma. Enti unim omo mo ni John Mahama ko nyina mo ni nyame na eku. So who said they can't even find their footings. And the disgrace no a bunny boom. Why? Oh, and I may banana ko tikwasem. Oh. On one kasa, I think his cousins with John. And Joyce. Same mother with Joyce, different father Henry Jabba. Now, a dinner on one come for John Mahama. And ne. She do for the away. She ya boati Jan. Ne problem nyina ne say John Mahama ko support Kofi Adams. Etia ono nada na ono mom John Mahama hu say ono no mom na was oye organizer
time President Mills were your co-elections minim elections course no minim me funka games we yeah near warlords funka games yeah near warlords me makwa akom yensa Desert Storm operation Desert Storm mikobi operation Sunyai Storm ya ne bevrolati ya koi Sunyai me makwa three different wars ya dinya very serious one recent
fourth one
for some of near maritime is a very dear ya ya kwache sometime obianu ano ben President Melsa or contested position obeluzu.
Yes.
Yeah, some of us, you are watching how some of you won your elections, even with Ian Papa Potofi. We know every regime. Every regime beyond the we know. So when it happens, just take it easy and let's move on. Party, acquire an asset, especially when the person is doing well. You cannot put somebody like John Mahama, a good man, down. You can't. Oh, UTV. Atija. Thank you. All right, so a conversation, we'll come back to it. And you best debut. Quick credit and microcredit loans. Pacho when you're busia no akwaje. Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Doc say a bright soldier capsules and a bright garlic plus capsules. Ya Ghana for Ajiatum papa. Afe osia encourage Ghana for say eye adepa adema Ghana ni bia say wo sori na wa ni eye top choco na wo ya asai ade top choco ai wo di bie na esiesie nkoda no mo di bie beboa pa ye pa cho say eye jumakuo bia private security company omo recruit security guards. Mr. Ose Ukra aye wasi krata certificate with me track and kai what in fish doing kron kwa bomodin omo hia electronic technicians qualification no CCTV camera electric fence alarm access control computer literate what in fish do enu kwa o qualify who fish you working experience so what wedi omo hia drivers ya womuso awie wase na wotumi etroken kai frɛ ɛwɔ 0599565650 me boss bio tie ɛyɛ adwuma enti hia me pa 0599565650 Mr. Ofre sisia tie 0599 565650 mo piao Tabia Herbal Center woman de Tabia ba mixture aba Tabia capsules woman de aba man form so mo da mo pa Eclipse collateral enie ye bo mo emrane ye bo mu din o mo aboa mo manfo wo mo esika sem agina yie sei Give us Herbal Center woman de GC capsules ne mixture woman de aba and give us power capsules yes it's me adwuma omode ni nyina aba Masa 1 minute now you're running up quick one 1 minute 1 minute
I think say double born some so bebre ya best say at the Shadek Nandoma delegates NDC delegates omokoto aba so especially the election of parliamentary candidates presidential and they more so because we'll be in the outcome but they should elect
but you pay 95% for John Mahama
99.999
oh they 5 no nche oni Kwabena na de ombe
Kwabena onya 0% kra
any John Mahama am for 99 ko
onya we kra
and delegates no ntia
say papa benya 5
oh papa nya 5
obenya 5
1
for the way
papa benya 5
Ghana for ntia say John Mahama enya 95 no below a kokoyi do wonu mu ko join ba omia amomo de akoye campaign say onu ane party mu kura ade ne John Mahama here 100% down
Kwabena
down near the core national na yate every Monday ne be say adwuma no last hour
enemy si ha
last hour that every Monday you be full to form say last hour you be here last hour
but delegates no you be share mo monto abapa especially parliamentary candidates no me tetin sem bebre across where your competencies enye sika nanse ya MPs no got na parliament eko approve ministers bi mu wada pa mu twa wo mu de sika tata parliamentary candidate no na mo anyi obi obetima ya adwuma na okotna parliament ho a ekufo ado de criminals ko be approve wo mo it is shemo vote wisely choose your parliamentary candidates wisely mo hwe de obetima ya adwuma no de wo opepa de constituency ne dana koma so enye de mu yi no no betena nkan wi a na ne refi constituency no enye obi a sebe ono so akose ba bia party no obi anim no
ya asemo
oba ya na okukuru sika na wotua sika ma we chese all of a sudden nkofo bi wo ho a yenti omudin o constituency hoda enso Samra Menoka say woman e lady the sika na musa ye besre yen delegates no this is the timer where omu the sika ne ba munyina mundi but mu kodina parrot mu a monfa ma adwene nto aba.
Thank you. Matthias, seconds.
Kakan Basem catcher delegates and say on the 13th of May about 12 o'clock. Many wadu say me kwakotwa aba ama obi. You are going to vote for yourself. You are going to vote for your future. You are going to vote to demonstrate how angry you are. Until no, a one day, say no yakano. Here the maximum of the vote. Until no, and ya fe no back kaka say, oh, we are mammy 1 seed intimento, and as I me pay 1 seed and some aquacoto. Dabi, let's demonstrate to Ghanaians. Say yes, we are the next option. Let's demonstrate to Ghanaians say nye here no ya de ho into the election no eno na yepe.
Yeah.
Into no, I'm just pleading to the delegates. Say on the 13th of May, bibia no, let's put that into a halt. And let's go and vote.
All right.
And vote wisely.
Thank you so much. Live on Accra.
Oh, yeah. Me so me de manu be 2 minuanum dia o maka. Okoto aba. Me nim say NDC delegates no more IQ was so papa.
Parliamentary candidates
NDC delegates IQ no was so because they gave us John Mahama. NPP delegates or more adwene wo from tinom de Akufo-Addo man. Me nim say NDC delegates. In fact, the few are omo ye Omadwene wo from ne kura no ye ombeto amadofo no omo be repent before
2024
no before friend is saying 13th year nti mi guso a me bom paye momo kakra bi omukodi dufo achi ne kura me bom paye say omo IQ no Nyankopon mo na enkosoro minim say NDC delegate na dwene mu do he will stoop low for obi to set dofo enti me bom paye atawo machi
13
Ghana need that one NDC
sure
Ghana need that one John Mahama
right
mesren so parliamentarians no and parliamentary you know omunyi the right ones
yeah, that's it live at 100.5 Prophet Badu Kobi glorious waves right international papa nyankwada we are out.